3, 2, 1. And we are back with another episode of No Jumper News. Today is Monday, February 27th. And I got with me Miss Gina Views.
Whoa.
Almighty Suspect.
My headphones just turned. Oh, now they're back on. Oh, now they're off.
And Yuri.
Malfunction, my boy.
There we go. Now they're back on. Sick. Okay, we're good.
What's going on, guys?
Hello.
Cool.
It is
Welcome
Monday.
back,
Welcome back. What's going on,
welcome
everyone in the
back.
chat? What's going on, everyone on the sofa?
What's the deal, chat world?
Chilling, man.
What's up, co-workers?
How everybody feeling?
I am sore as fuck.
How everybody feel about it like snowing in Southern California for like one of the first times in our generation?
So
I've seen it hail like at least 4 or 5 times in West Hollywood in the Valley.
Nah, but this is snow.
There was definitely what you guys are calling snow on the ground by me. Where I'm coming
Really?
from, we call it slush. But yeah, there was definitely
Did y'all see
Snow,
Lancaster
so-
and Palmdale?
yeah, there was
Carson.
snow.
That was real snow.
Damn.
It
I didn't see that. I saw
honestly-
SFV had some snow apparently.
We had some
it's
light
real snow.
dustings, but yeah, if you went like another 20, 30 minutes further out from me, that was like feet of snow. And one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life, especially growing up on the East Coast, is driving around my neighborhood when it's snowing out and people outside on their driveways with brooms just sweeping the snow because nobody out here has ever owned a shovel.
Yeah.
Facts.
No one has like
We don't have snow
no one
shovels.
has plastic shovels or
Do you think right now is a good time to like open up the first snow utensil business in Los Angeles? Like be the
I was wondering that when I saw the, it was like the I don't know what they're called, but it's the huge machines that like just push the water out the way. But I was thinking like, do they have that for snow
It's
out
snow
here?
plow.
Yeah, plow.
yeah, snow
That
plow.
so that would be used for the same thing. Yeah, I'm a little
plow.
jealous because I've never been in snow in my life. I've never touched snow before.
You've
And
never?
Never in my life. And
Mountain High is like an hour away.
yeah, I've
Niggas
never.
don't go there.
I've never gone.
Niggas go to Big Bear.
But the simple fact that it's snowing in my city and I still haven't seen it is crazy.
It's because it
'Cause I've
wasn't
been in
really,
the
really
valley.
snowing. It was hailing in like Lancaster
hail
and,
for
and
sure.
Palmdale. It was like snowing from what I had seen.
And
I
it's
saw
probably for
people
like 10
posting it from
minutes.
in Carson though.
Yeah,
That's close
It
as hell
was.
to the hood.
It was.
I mean, by me, all of the mountains and everything is white,
snow.
and it looks like snow mountains. Like,
Wow.
it reminds me of shit from like the Northeast.
Wait, so it snowed for a while.
yeah,
Where
like
the fuck
a
you
couple
been?
of from like last
fuck
Wednesday.
do you
No,
be
I've,
doing?
I've seen the news do this before
You
where they're
been on
like
your phone?
where they're like, hey,
The
it
fuck?
snowed in LA, but then you if you were actually there, it snowed for 10 minutes. You know,
Nah,
it technically
nigga, you
did.
can see people's story. Well, like you don't watch people's story. Nigga,
I don't know
was
anyone
watching
from
people's
Pomona.
story.
I seen niggas
I know
in
people
jail.
from. I said nigga Palmdale and people from everywhere. Nigga, LA people live in Palmdale, live in Lancaster. Like,
Nah, I didn't
just
see any of that.
scrolling through stories, bro. I seen
Yeah, I
people
saw a
going
lot.
outside and it was snow all over their cars. People was having snow fights.
Wow.
like it was real.
Bro, people
snow.
already say that LA people can't drive in the rain. Imagine the snow. How much
Because it
worse?
doesn't rain here, so like people get scared. Like my mom doesn't even drive in the rain. Like if it's raining, she's not going outside.
Dog, I almost had a freaking panic attack driving from the valley to Torrance this weekend just because like it was so freaking wet, these freaking potholes, the power was out in a lot of places. Like it was,
Yeah, tell me about it.
scary.
Speaking of power being out, Yuri,
Dude, yeah. I
How
was
are
gonna
you
say,
living?
tell me about it. My power went out yesterday. It's funny because on Friday I started a 24-hour workout stream, which I'm incredibly sore from still right now. And during that stream, my power went out like 4 times, but it went out and it came back on like in a second. So I had to like restart my stream, keep restarting like 4 or 5 times, and then. Yesterday, right before 10 Talks, like at 6 p.m., like at 5:30, all the power just to the whole building just turned off.
Oh my
and I was like thinking, like, damn, this kind of sucks. It'll be back on soon though. Then a couple hours passed by, a couple more hours passed by. Then it was 11 p.m. And I was like, oh shit, we're gonna go to sleep with no power. And then I woke up this morning. And I look around and I realize we still don't have any power. And I was like,
That's
damn.
crazy.
And what sucks is it's fucking freezing right now. And
it's cold as fuck.
and we don't have any hot water. So I was just like, bro, like just touching ice cold water in a fucking freezing
That's
house.
trash.
It's so bad.
The same thing happened to my best friend over the weekend. Her shop, I went to LA to get my hair done. So I got to the shop and she was like, I'm sorry, like I can't do your hair.
No.
Yeah. So I still wasn't able to get my hair done. I'm going to get it done at the end of the week. But yeah, like she had to cancel her clients and everything. She was able to take a few people at home, but you know, like you got to watch people hair and stuff like that. Like,
I think it's the LA power grid. It's like right now they're pushing more and more electric items. They just banned gas stoves like starting 2025 or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah. So we can only use electric stoves. More people have electric cars. It's cold as fuck. Everyone's bumping their heaters. I feel like the LA electric infrastructure just can't handle what the fuck is going on right now. Like, remember in Texas, like it snowed so bad that they like a bunch of people died and shit because it was like their electric grid couldn't handle all the new people moving to Texas trying to turn their heaters on in the middle of the winter.
you would think though that LA at least would kind of like be equipped for anything.
Nah, you notice
We're
LA
old as
homes.
fuck.
I didn't even know what central air conditioning was until I moved to the valley. Like I didn't even know what central AC
Yeah,
was
you're
till I
right.
started
You're
going to
right
like
about
my
that.
auntie houses in the valley and shit like that. We have heaters in our
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
it.
have you feel me? Like we don't got central AC. We just have those wall heaters.
Those are the new
You feel
buildings
me?
in the valley
And like other
Glendale
places
shit.
in Texas, you can sue your landlord for not having central air conditioning. Here, you can't do that, and it's because the weather difference.
And everything's so old, bro. I have
That
so many
too.
buildings are from like the 60s, the 50s, and shit like that. Our infrastructure is old as fuck. Hella, a lot of the mansions you see in the Hollywood Hills are called McMansions because they're basically like on the verge of collapsing. You know what I mean? They're so fucking old, but to destroy it and then
I
rebuild
don't think
it-
that's where the term McMansion comes from.
Yeah, it is. McMansion means like basically like
A mini
fucking-
mansions that pop up. I think they're used geographically, like all over the place to describe like
I've also
types of houses and stuff in areas.
here I've heard people refer to McMansions as like a fucking scuffed, like a really old mansion that no one wants to like tear down to rebuild or whatever, and people just continue like putting plaster on the walls to make it work. But it's still like a fucking rinky-dink old-ass house that's been there for like 50 years, 60 years or some shit like that.
I remember when we were younger, Suspect, you might remember this, like in Inglewood or like anywhere where the planes go over the houses when they did like reconstruction on the insides of a lot of people's homes because the windows weren't strong enough for the airplanes going over their houses.
We're definitely both
That's
wrong.
considered ostentatious and lacking in architectural integrity. You see, that's what I'm talking about, lacking in architectural integrity. So that's what I was referring to. Is like a lot of the houses you see in the Hollywood Hills, the older part of the Hollywood Hills is like they're mansions, but they're mansions that have like a bunch of stuff put on top of it, but the actual foundation is fucking old and rusty and falling apart, built on old ass ground, saturated in water and shit.
Well,
I would believe it. Shit, we got some, bro. Our discography kind of sucks. Like, to be honest, it's cool compared to other places, but like, bro, our earthquakes, landslides, mudslides, and shit like that are terrible.
Is
So
it
I
true?
wouldn't want to live on the side of no mountain or no shit.
Hell no.
Fuck no.
Is it true that our rent and everything, the property here is so high because we don't have the bad weather that everyone else has?
I think it's the expectation of what they think it is, and like Hollywood, like that whole thing too. I think that might play a part. I'm not
for
positive.
sure.
I'm not like a real estate like genius.
Yeah.
But I think that plays a part of just the whole aesthetic as LA beaches, how close and far you are from the beach, how close and far you are from Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
how close and far you are from Hollywood, like that shit, or even downtown, how close and far you are from the shit that goes on in the city, like the shit that it attracts, beaches, downtown, shit like that. Like when you're trying to move closer to those places, it tends to get a little more expensive.
But also there's
and
so many
secluded
people.
places too, like hills,
Yeah.
shit like that too.
Right.
But it's like there's too many people in LA too. It's like even like when a person wants to buy a house, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, there's an offer on the house and a couple people might take it. Nowadays there's like 20, 30 people taking any offers on houses like anywhere in LA.
I saw people tweeting over the weekend that they want to see a rent reduction
Shit, they fucking need to. To be
for
honest.
this.
We're
But
not gonna see
also-
that because it's all private owned housing. It's like
Yeah.
imagine you became a apartment building owner and then the government told you like, hey, you got to drop your prices and make less money. You're gonna be like, what?
Because
No.
that was the prop that was passed a few years ago, right? Where I remember them saying that the renters would not be affected, but the private owners were the people that would be affected if
wow.
rent was reduced. Because like you said, it's a lot of private
yeah,
owners.
exactly.
But I also seen people saying that they receive credits on their gas and electricity bills.
Interesting. I
Just
don't know.
because like how cold it's been.
I've noticed one thing is like I've lived in a couple different apartments already in LA, and I've never lived in an apartment where it's like owned by one person or like a family. It's usually like a company or some person, a businessman who owns like 20, 30 properties in Los Angeles, and they don't give a fuck about you, bro. They're just trying to make as much profit as possible. And they're not gonna give you no rent reduction.
Yeah.
They don't give
Most of them don't give a fuck, but
They
like,
probably in debt right now too.
yeah, that was the
You
cool
gotta think
thing
about all
about
these people
COVID,
that wasn't
though.
paying their rent
You feel
during
me?
COVID.
That's true.
But at the same time, it was some places where people was getting rent relief, and the landlord was trying to make them pay the rent and get the rent relief from the city and get like double. Like, you feel me?
Shiesty.
That was happening with one of my peoples. You feel me? Where they was doing the rent relief shit, and then the renter's place tried to say that they wasn't paying them when they was getting the money from the city, and they was, you feel me, like trying to get both type shit. So they had to take them to court, all that type of shit, and then they won. But like, it was a lot of crazy shit going on.
Bro, one of my
during
homies lived in this apartment building in Hollywood, in West Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard. And this apartment building was huge, bro. It had like, I don't know, maybe at least 50, 60 apartments. So it had like 4 or 5 stories. And he told me that one day everyone paid their, their rent or whatever it is. And then a week or two later, the manager fucking disappeared. He took everyone's fucking rent money.
Crazy.
And cashed as much of it as he could, like, you know, because some of it you probably can't. And he just
That
disappeared.
nigga said, I'm out
That
of
boy
here.
on the run.
That's crazy.
He said he
bro.
took everyone's rent money. How much, like, if there's like 50, 60 apartments, let's say $1,500 per apartment.
Hell no, they paying like 22.
I just don't like how
22.
they just talk about you got to make 3 times what you.
If I
what
made
you
3
pay.
times
Bro,
the rent, I
wouldn't
would not be
wouldn't need to
moving in
live
this
here.
motherfucker.
Fuck are
Yeah.
you talking about? 3 times the rent? That shit should be illegal. Because
Yeah.
that don't even make sense. And I don't think nobody legally in California is making 3 times their rent.
No, that's why everybody forging their paycheck stubs.
'Cause, like,
I was
ain't no
mad
way.
as fuck during so I got my first apartment during COVID, and I didn't know that. Yeah,
I got it right before, like 2019.
I moved in literally that July. Or that July, and I didn't know that I was the only person. I ended up finding out I was the only person in there paying my freaking rent.
That part.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that it was okay for you to not pay your rent because of freaking COVID.
Because really, that's all right though, because nobody knew. That was the first time some shit like that happened damn near in
Right,
history.
yeah, yeah.
You feel me? So like, unless you was already talking to managers and shit like that, like you would have no clue. You feel me? Like most definitely. But nah, I moved my shit, like my very first one, I was like, what, like 19 or maybe like 20. Yeah, 20, and it was like September of 2019, right before it hit. And I remember like the first week of it when just the streets was just quiet and the renters was tripping. It was crazy.
Do y'all
People was
remember
getting
when we
kicked
thought
out.
that what was they saying that the there was gonna what is it called,
We thought a
martial
lot of-
law,
Oh, yeah.
and they was telling us that the U.S. Marshal was gonna come
Well, honestly,
out
they basically did do that. They were telling people to stay home. You're not supposed to be
Kinda. I didn't
you're not
see
supposed to
that.
be going out at night. They didn't legally like force you, right? But
I was
they were
outside.
already a lot of people were, but a lot of people also stay inside. Remember how many people were not on the freeways and shit?
Yeah, nah, that's
They
how I
tried to-
knew.
they-
I was driving. It was empty. That shit was like a fucking, like a apocalyptic movie, bro. It was crazy.
That was the first time I did content with No Jumper. It was me, AD, and Adam when we did a live stream. And then literally, what, Josh, like that next week, I think, the whole freaking city shut down.
Yeah, it was pretty much around then.
That was the
That shit
government
was crazy.
realizing how easily controlled we are.
Right? Well,
Oh,
we
stay
started.
inside. Don't worry.
And
you could only
we're
get,
on to the topic.
You could only
Yeah,
get
I was
COVID
gonna
during
say.
the day. You can't. I mean, you
I
could.
was waiting.
Your chances of getting COVID at night are way increased. So you should stay at home at night because the chances of getting sick are way increased at night. It just makes sense, right? It's like they had so much bullshit that they were pushing.
Well, we kicked off the news with No Jumper weather. So now let's get into some No Jumper sports. Only fight I seen over the weekend was Natalie Nunn and Tommy Lee.
Oh, I heard about that.
And it was
she won, right?
The only reason I knew about that is
Natalie
because your
Nunn.
Instagram story, G.
Oh my, it was crazy because, okay, so Natalie literally, like, she did real, like, training and shit for it. And it seemed like Tommy probably thought, like, I'm about to just get in here and mix this bitch, you know?
Right.
But fighting in the ring and fighting in the streets is two different things.
One
And
alone,
Natalie
the
took that
gloves
shit
itself
serious.
are heavy as hell. So
Yeah.
you thinking you finna just be able to keep your hands up? Most street fights last 30 seconds, sometimes a minute
If
if
that,
it's long.
yeah,
If that,
yeah.
it'd be a few seconds. You feel me?
Do you like Natalie Nunn?
Well, I've always been a fan of Bad Girls Club. So, like, I've just been hip to her for, you know, so freaking long. And now I watch Zeus and shit. So, yeah.
I've heard her name many times because you know, you and Riley like watch the stuff and all,
Oh,
and all
yeah.
this shit. And yesterday, Riley really like told me the whole explanation, showed me all these clips of what's going on, and I was realizing that Natalie Nunn, to give you, anyone that doesn't know who she is, to give you guys a good comparison, imagine Josh, who's like, helps with a lot of the shows, was coming in here going, "Fuck you, Almighty, you fucking asshole! Get the fuck off my show! This is my show!" It's like, and then you got in, like, physical altercations, like with the talent and shit like that. And then you were like cursing at us, saying, "Fuck you, I pay your checks." Like, she's crazy, bro. She's a producer, but she's like fighting the talent that she's hiring. It's kind of insane.
I mean, when you think about it, Zeus ain't nothing but no jumper. It's like, really.
I'm so jealous of this
It's really all the
arrangement. What the
same.
fuck?
bro, she's talking.
Josh,
She just
I
gets
wish.
If Josh responded, if Josh
Like,
could
you
respond
can
to you
respond?
niggas, yeah.
Bro, she's roasting like the talent with the amount of money
no,
she
I
pays
think-
them. She's like, "You only get paid this much," and I know because I sign it. I'm like, bro, how is
That's
this?
wild.
I'm
But
like,
I
that's
ain't
not
gonna
even-
lie.
more like
that
a-
wouldn't work here.
no,
This
Josh-
building will burn down fast.
Like,
Josh
if you're
would be
not-
more like a Lemmy. So Lemmy is the person who runs everything over there.
Oh, okay.
So Natalie, she has the show. It's just like if Josh tells Vashti, like, all right, you're she is. Technically, Vashti is one of the producers for the No Jumper News. So it's just like if me and Vashti got into it or something like that.
I see.
But like Josh and like, it's like a whole different like.
Yeah, different pay
Level.
range.
But-
She's
yeah.
not that high up, my boy.
No, she's
no, me
she's
and
very
Riley-
high up, Natalie Nunn.
Yeah, she's very high. up.
She's like, she always
Me
says
and
like, "This is
Riley
my
are-
shit. This is my show."
Me and Riley are literally like Natalie Nunn stands. Like
She's
Zeus,
insane,
Baggers
bro.
Club, and freaking Vashti. Like we have a group chat where we send like all the tea. That's why she cracking up.
I literally just watched
everything going
the
on.
you and Sharp interview Natalie Nunn yesterday.
uh-huh.
Riley was showing it to me.
Yeah, I'm not hip to who she is or none of that.
I
shit.
wasn't either at all.
Mayweather
no
had a
clue.
fight too. So Natalie and Tommy actually they were the fight right before the Mayweather fight.
Oh wow.
I don't know
Bro,
who the
boxing
guy
has
is.
gone to shit.
I don't know
Where
who.
reality stars is fighting right before Mayweather. Dog.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Boxing
But
has
no,
gone to
I think
shit.
the what is it? Take Money. What's the name of his the Money Team? What's the name of his thing?
TMT.
TMT,
I
right? The Money
think-
Team. It's called
yeah,
the Money Team.
I think they have. Why did I say Take Money?
Take Money. I know. I was like,
Take
what?
Money is
No,
crazy.
That's
Take
some
money,
street
not
nigga
Tay
shit.
money.
That's some LA shit.
What is? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, Take
it's
Money.
a nigga's name. Take Money.
Take Money, some Blackstone shit.
Yeah. Okay. The Money Team. I think they have some type of partnership with Zeus.
I
So
see.
it's like just imagine all these people spending the pay-per-view bread at Zeus. Like it sounds like it's a good play. you
Yeah,
know?
but yeah, it depends on how many people want to watch the fights. It's like I don't know who the hell Natalie Nunn is.
But
And
you want to watch Mayweather?
no, I'm not a big sports.
I thought
guy.
he was like the biggest, one of the
Bro,
biggest.
He is,
boxers.
but I'm not a sports guy. Josh would probably be into watching something
That's like
that.
watching like one of us play like fucking basketball and then LeBron James comes out.
I know
right after us.
exactly.
Like,
Yo,
what?
so we have Almighty opening up for LeBron James.
Yeah, like, what?
With a couple layup shots.
This makes absolutely no sense.
a
What's
pl- it's
going
a
on
money
in
play.
boxing? I get it, but it's like, man, sometimes, bro, money, integrity, and money is just like, sometimes just like they need to separate that shit from the real boxers from the, the reality TV show boxing. 'Cause
Well, how
they
many
would
times-
never-
But why not Mayweather be the person that do it? Man, all these people be doing these celebrity boxing matches. If he got the brand and shit, he
Yeah.
got the name. It's like
And these matches aren't like sanctioned. They don't go against his
They're just
record.
exhibitions.
They're exhibitions. Exactly. You know
'Cause
the
they were
difference
all,
where,
like, less
it
than 6
is
minutes.
literally just money grabs for these bigger names.
I think that's
But-
diluting boxing.
Yeah, but what it also does, so for the biggest names, yes, it's like it's a delusion. It's like you're not getting their best product. But someone like a Jake Paul, he's now working his way up the fight ladder where like this is the first time he's actually boxing somebody with legitimacy and
And he lost.
he lost.
let's
Yeah.
talk about it.
But that definitely is like building toward like for some people it's a ladder up and other people it's just a cash grab like you said.
Damn. So should we finally get into this?
Yeah, let's get into the first topic of the day.
Jake Paul has fought Tommy Fury and lost after talking hella shit. Jake Paul suffered a split decision loss to Tommy Fury in Saudi Arabia on Sunday night, but did knock his opponent down in the 8th and final round. KSI posted a video of the fight pretending to smoke before saying, "Don't mind me, just smoking that Jake Paul pack. I'm be sparking that up soon too." He then laughed, "Honestly, Jake trash, Fury trash." Wow. He had actually backed Jake Paul to win financially, though, having placed a bet Saturday. Make sure you win, mate, at Jake Paul. I need to make as much money as possible for when I get to knock you out myself, he tweeted. Damn, so KSI and Drake had lost money on Jake, unfortunately. Jake joked about falling victim to the famous Drake curse following his defeat to Tommy Fury via split decision Sunday. Prior to the bout, Drake revealed on social media that he had placed a $400,000 bet on Paul to win by knockout against Fury. Jake Paul's loss, the first of his pro career, puts him at 6-1 record. Tommy Fury, meanwhile, continues to build a pro resume as he follows in the footsteps of his older half-brother, legend heavyweight boxer Tyson Fury. Wow, I didn't even know that.
Is that really pro boxing though?
I guess like to the requirements we have now, or
That's crazy to me.
But dude, did you see some of the stuff
That's
Jake
really
Paul was
crazy to
saying
me.
to Tom Fury, where Tommy Fury just had a daughter, and Jake Paul was saying like, "Oh, great, your daughter's here just in time to watch her dad get knocked the fuck out." And then
No, I didn't see.
And then he loses the fight.
I didn't even know he was having a fight, to be honest. I was completely out the
Oh,
loop.
really?
I don't be watching shit like that.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna tune into it, but I've been hearing a lot about it. I'm honestly surprised he lost. I don't know anything about Tommy Fury or how how serious he takes boxing, but
I know who Tyson Fury is.
and
I don't
he's
know.
he's a beast.
I don't know who.
So you
we
think it's in
even
the
talking about.
genes? Like,
Tyson Fury's a beast. If this the same Fury I'm thinking,
They're half brothers.
oh yeah.
oh, half brothers.
He's
Oh,
a
okay.
beast.
Jake Paul have a brother too, right?
Logan.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're full brothers.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah, Tyson Fury's a fucking
One of
beast.
them is
And
US, or is a
Logan's
UFC
in
fighter.
the WWE.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So I do know.
I used
And
to
that.
that's
love
one of the
WWE,
other
man.
things
What
too
happened to that
about like
shit?
Jake is I felt like all of these fights so far had been somewhat scripted or like
Yeah, and
extremely
easy.
predictable.
Yeah.
This was the first fight where if he had come out and won this, you could have
Niggas would
just
have been
said,
like, okay.
Yeah.
exactly. And to his testament, he went the
8 rounds.
distance and then lost by split decision. So it's like he didn't not prove that he can't hang,
Yeah.
but he didn't. He definitely didn't elevate himself. But I guarantee you, this definitely will throw some shade into the idea that this all was fixed. Because I was definitely in that camp of like these things were set up beforehand. And did you
I
see that
think
fake
so.
script that leaked beforehand?
I seen.
What was it?
It was definitely like they said it was fake pretty quickly, but there was a script of the fight that came out.
oh,
which is
shit.
crazy.
What?
Of
But
what
hell
was supposed
yeah.
to
Wait,
happen?
what do you mean,
Yeah,
Josh?
There's been
but
a few
and it
scripts that's
didn't-
been coming
yeah,
out
but
lately.
they said that it was bullshit, and it's not what happened in the fight either. So, like,
So it wasn't like
There's been a few sports scripts that's came out lately.
It wasn't like a run of day. It was an actual script. What?
What if Tommy
like
Fury?
what would happen in each round?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you'll get hit in the eye and you don't come back as quickly. X, Y, and Z. Like it was scripted out like that, which again, clearly fake.
And that's so hard to enact and make it look real. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like, look at WWF and WWE. They're like professionals at making fake shit look real, and we could still see it and be like, bro, that ain't real.
But
You
they
know?
still doing exaggerations and that shit for kids.
That's true.
Like if it was like a real reenactment, like you know what I'm saying, I think it would be. I ain't gonna lie. I think a lot of that shit do be scripted and fake. Like a lot of Jake Paul's fights. Like did y'all see how Nate Robinson hit the floor? That shit looked as so scripted to me, bro. The whole how the punch went down. And
But
like,
is Nate
am
Robinson-
I tripping? Didn't that shit
But
look
again,
super
Nate
scripted?
Robinson, I don't think had ever taken a boxing class and
A
was
day in
like,
his life.
But
was a
is he
time.
willing to take that like shot to
Yes.
his ego
Yes.
and
Yes.
his career for money?
Hell
yes, all of these people were.
all
yeah.
of these people,
All of the
everybody
people that he
he's
has
fought.
beaten up
yes.
until this point could you can make the argument needed the money.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
That's why I'm more of a UFC man, and I can't really take the new day and age of boxing too serious. I can't say that there's not some real boxers and contenders because there are. You feel me? I'm there. The thing about boxing is like the people who are supposed to fight the best, they don't fight the best. There's too many different companies, too many different belts. There's too many different everything. Like you could be the champion of there's too many undisputed champions who haven't fought other undisputed champions. So how can he be undisputed?
I
When
see.
you're undisputed, you're undefeated. Niggas with 3 belts. How everybody got 3 belts? And none of these people with 3 belts ever touched each other.
Because it's all specific things that don't even have
Companies
yeah.
like there's
Company because they're all in the same weight class. Like there's a world where they should be fighting one another.
They
like
should be
suspects are saying,
fighting.
but right, there's way too many different companies and leagues and all that shit.
yeah, it's too many different leagues, companies, and the best of the best will not ever fight each other. So
and
it's
you have like the
UFC,
emergence of UFC, which a lot of people find more entertaining than traditional boxing, is like grabbing a lot of those like common eyes.
Yeah, and you know they're fighting basically the best. Like you go up in rank, all of the best quote unquote mixed martial arts fighters are all in one league, all in one weight class. You have to get past the best to win.
That makes sense.
Boxing, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's
Not the same. Everybody got 4 belts.
Because yes, someone could like go sign under a specific company and not fight anyone serious just to maintain their like 0 defeats. You know what I
Yes,
mean? And be
that's
like,
exactly what happens.
make hella money and then be like, yeah, I'm undefeated, dude.
Mayweather gets to choose what fights he takes.
Yeah.
This is
You know
what
what
I'm
I
saying.
mean?
That makes no sense.
But also Mayweather, he's like older, and I feel like
He's been choosing
with
his fights,
with
though.
his
Yeah,
dad.
yeah.
Like
He's been choosing his fights since he was younger.
Oh, okay.
Not like when he first came out, but once he got that undefeated shit, like that undefeatedness about himself, he definitely started guiding his fights and picking them.
You guys think Mayweather?
Everybody don't do that.
Nowadays, I feel like with the new boxing, my opinion, yeah, because everybody got 3 belts.
Is that a strategy to continue with the same, like how he's undefeated?
Can I see your lighter, Josh?
Is that the play?
You said what?
Is that like a strategy to remain undefeated?
That's your legacy. That's your brand.
Yeah.
Because that's what Mayweather's known for.
Everybody's
50,
undisputed
50,
boxer.
0.
50-0.
Yeah, 50-0.
Or it's still 50-0, right?
Something
I
like
think
that.
it's 51
Because
at
he
this point.
fought McGregor.
Yeah. Yo, do you guys think, honestly, do you guys think Floyd Mayweather has CTE, or do you guys think that he spent so much time focused on his career as a boxer that he didn't really spend too much time in like, in the books?
Nah, he don't. Nigga, he barely used to get touched. He don't got CT. Have
The-
you ever
I
watched
was-
the Floyd fight?
I've seen him talk and like.
Have you ever watched the Floyd fight?
No, yeah, I have seen a couple clips where he missed. Like, I mean, he dodges everything.
That nigga
He-
doesn't get touched. I don't
Yeah.
think he's got hit enough in his head to have
What do you guys
CTE.
think about this? I've seen a fight before. Like, I'm a female. I don't pay attention to the fights and shit. I'll go to the fight party, but I ain't
Right.
really there for the fight. This time, since I was at home, it was raining and shit, I actually watched, and I paid for it. I actually watched the whole fight or whatever. And I noticed that, when they have those breaks and they both go back into their corners, and then their trainers talking to them, they probably
Yeah.
getting water and stuff. Floyd sitting on top of the ring, just laughing, playing, and joking, and just talking to his, what's
Really?
up, y'all? Yeah, like no type of like worry.
Because I think it's what Almighty is saying and Josh is saying, that he picks his opponents very carefully, where he knows he's like, I'm not stressing about fighting this fool,
Yeah.
and that's why he gets to be all jokey in the corner. If it was a
Yeah.
serious fight, he'd be in the corner like, fuck, what am I gonna do for this next round?
Because I've seen Floyd in some tight fights. If you go back to like 2001, 2002, you see the whole aura is a little different. Like when he was really in there fighting for his life in some fights.
And he's getting paid to put on a little bit of a show, and that's what he plans to do. But he's not planning to fight this dude. He's planning on running around,
Right.
not really getting hit all that much. And yeah, I'm not saying it's like set in advance, but he has an idea of how much he's going to put himself out.
Josh, can you look up who won that fight? Because that was another thing I was confused about. Because on the Natalie Nunn and Tommy fight, they rose her hand and said the winner, Natalie Nunn. But on that one, I might have missed it. I probably was on my phone or something, but it didn't seem like they announced it.
I wonder if the fighters ever have like so much beef at the end that they're like, fuck that fool, I don't want to fucking stand next to him. And like they never even get to do that winner.
Tommy Lee speaks out after losing boxing match. So Natalie won.
Oh, we knew Natalie
No,
won.
Mayweather.
Oh, the Mayweather one. Mayweather won.
Wait,
I'm sure it's Mayweather. And if he would have lost, nigga, that shit would be
It's
everything.
be everywhere.
exhibition. It doesn't count, right?
Natalie beat up the girl that gave her a black eye, right? Because I was watching Riley showed me some clip where Natalie Nunn had a black eye.
You're talking about from the reunion.
Oh, yeah, from the reunion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's no, different.
She fought Tommy. So Tommy Lee is from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah,
So
I
much
don't
shit.
know who none of these.
Dude, there's so much. Is this all Zeus?
No, Love and Hip Hop is VH1.
Oh, okay.
But they're all, basically from the whole like reality community, reality star community.
That shit. Oh, wait, hold on. What do you think about this? Someone, I forgot who was, Riley told me that someone came out recently on Twitter and said that, hey, for that Bad Girls Club shit, they're like, Stunner Girl, right? I think Stunner Girl said, she was like, it's only $25K a year. She's like, everyone on there is homeless. And then someone else, and then Natalie Nunn said, nah, it's like $50K a month. And then Stunning Girl's like, nah. Maybe I'm confusing the girl, but some girl from that show tweeted out saying, it ain't no $50K a month. She's like, it's $25K a year.
Riley didn't send that to us, huh?
No,
What?
I don't know. I heard this yesterday.
I don't know, but when we interviewed Natalie, she told us that they start off roughly about 50, 60
A year?
a season.
A season.
But when we interviewed Blueface Barbie, she was from the Jocelyn Cabaret show, and she said that they got $1,500 an episode.
Oh, wow.
That's
So I
reality
don't know.
TV
It's
don't
two
really
different
look like it
shows.
pay. It don't look like it pay too crazy if it's not Love and Hip Hop or some shit like that.
I heard that Love and Hip Hop. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that they make like 500 episodes.
That's
But
gotta-
it probably
you-
depend on
who you are,
who
too.
you are.
You
yeah.
got to be able
And
to.
are
Or
these
your
just, like,
contract.
Yeah.
like rate per episode, and then like if this doesn't get picked up in syndication, is there potential for more? Like if it gets picked up by other networks, like
Oh, that probably
you know what I
counts.
mean?
Then
Like
you get
now
paid
it's
more.
available on Netflix.
Yeah.
Now it's available on Hulu. Like
Right,
do they
right,
get
right.
paid more
I
for
think
that?
a
That-
show like Love and Hip Hop is a guarantee as far as the airing goes, comes into play. But
Yeah.
I don't think the characters are a guarantee. So if I go on Love and Hip Hop today, and I don't pop, or maybe I don't fight somebody, or my storyline ain't really
Interesting.
interesting, I might be kicked off.
Natalie Nunn said that she was on the Bad Girls Club, right? She said
That's
that
where she came from.
Yeah, she said that like she had worked out her contract differently compared to all the other girls, where she's like, I'm still getting fucking checks from that shit. She's like, none of the other girls are, but I am because
Well, they're still
I worded my
airing
contract
it on
differently.
Hulu, like Josh has said, just playing it on other networks and stuff. So I do believe that. And then I think the same thing. I don't know if y'all remember when the girl used to hit the pots. I ain't getting no sleep because of y'all. Y'all
I
ain't
never
getting
saw
no sleep
that.
because of me.
I
I've
did
seen
see
that.
So Tanisha, she, I think that she might have like how Natalie said, she got a different contract. I think Tanisha does too, because there was a
Oh,
whole
wow.
run where she was like the only host
Uh,
for the like reunion.
And that wouldn't make sense for everybody without the same star power to be getting paid the same amount of money.
Right, yeah.
Like, that's it.
'Cause if I go on some shit and I'm not getting into it, like, and all of that, like, I'm not the reason why people watching. So the highest,
Yeah, that wouldn't make no sense.
Yeah,
And I would be mad as
that's what
fuck if I
makes
was the
sense.
star of that shit and I'm getting paid the same as the quiet bitch in the corner.
yeah.
Like that'll have me, you feel me? So that I'm sure it goes off contract and who you are, you know what I'm saying, your star power and all that kind of shit.
But now $25K a year,
That's sad.
That's nothing.
that sounds
you
crazy.
can go
can't-
work a 9 to 5.
but
They make more than that.
Thank
if I
you.
do
and
20,
not get your ass beat and embarrassed every day.
if you giving me $25K a year and that means that I only did 8 episodes, then that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. If that makes way more sense.
But my question would be,
And you can like if you're only doing 8 episodes and like you're not doing anything else for the rest of the year, that's on you.
Yeah.
You got to find something else to do.
Exactly. That's like what, maybe a month of filming?
yeah,
Man.
exactly. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
You
And
gotta-
then I believe
You
they
right.
do like club appearences and stuff like that they get paid for.
or just find
But what I
Potential
would worry about-
sponsorships,
Uh-huh.
ad deals. Like,
do anything else.
and
utilizing
just the
the celebrity,
visibility,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
us sitting right
exactly.
here
Raise your
makes other
stock.
people reach out to us.
Definitely.
Like,
Every
As
day.
one of those girls, you could literally just like as soon as you're done, just start a fucking YouTube or a Twitch stream and be like answering questions.
absolutely,
Come
absolutely.
through and ask me some questions, and you'll have a bunch of people come through. I'm excited for this next topic here
I knew
because
you would be.
there's a lot of questions that I've been having about Aiden Ross, and through this whole debacle that he's been going through, he's kind of crashing out right now.
Free Aiden Ross.
I'm like learning more and more about him, and I think I'm actually realizing that like I don't think it's a cap. Like I always thought that he was capping with how dumb he is, right? He says like he can't spell, he can't do this, can't do that. I always thought he was like over exaggerating it, right? He posted on Instagram. He said, "Hey guys, just got banned on Twitch. Gonna go stream on Kick to talk about, or going on Kick talking about it. You know how you spell talking? TAKING." I was like, bro.
Maybe it was a typo.
So he just put
No,
taking?
dude. I think
That's a typo.
I do
No,
that all the time.
No, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He does this all the time, bro. I'm not sure if he does it purposely, but he like purposely it can't say words and can't spell them. It's kind of like it's humorous, but I don't know if he's doing it by purpose or not.
Your take shocks me. I'm shocked that you like
That you
are
took a
against him. I
typo.
thought you were gonna be. This was
Yeah.
gonna be your new savior.
I'm not against him. No,
Oh, okay.
I was going to say that I'm actually, I was going to say that like I do not support everything that Aiden Ross says, right? But I am
Or spells.
I am like I back people and especially big content creators who are able to be like, bro, let me be an idiot in peace. You know what I mean? Like, let me fucking say what I want to say. You let me use freedom of speech, the shit that we have in this country, and let me be an idiot in peace. Because there's this whole thing where it's like every content creator lives under these strict ass fucking woke liberal rules, and everyone has the same takes, and no one diverges at all. No one dares fucking say anything that has any opposing view at all. You know what I mean? No one even talks about a lot of stuff because everyone's scared. And it's like Aiden Ross at this point, he's banned off Twitch, and he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna say whatever now. And he came out with the tweet saying, there are 2 genders, and I think he said a bunch of more shit as well. But like I said, I'm not saying that I immediately am like stoked on what he's saying, but I'm stoked on the fact that he's like, fuck this shit. Like, I got my supporters. I'm gonna say what I want to say, And people that don't like me, they could just stop watching. It's like, just stop talking about me. People are making Aiden Ross more famous by fucking talk. We're talking about him right now. You know what I mean? Like, if Twitch and all the people that are upset about his takes didn't like him, like, just stop talking about him. Just stop watching his shit. And that's it. Exclude him from your life, and it's over. And then he's gonna remain with his fan base and do whatever he wants. But he has been doing a bunch of dumb stuff as well, where he restreamed the Super Bowl. That's like,
that's retarded.
Very dumb.
You're asking to get sued.
And not only that, but there was like a very hypocritical thing he did where he's like super on this like anti-porn shit. He says porn's the devil. You shouldn't watch porn. All this stuff. And then he went on stream on Kick, which is Trainwreck's new streaming platform. And then he was like, bro, there's no rules on here. We could do whatever we want. Watch this. And he went on Pornhub and started streaming porn. And he has like 10,000 live viewers. And his viewers are usually around the ages of 18 or younger, maybe a little bit older sometimes too. But he has a younger fan base, I would say.
I know my grown ass ain't never watched that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if it come across my feed,
he literally streamed pornography. Yeah.
Okay, so why is he banned right now from Twitch?
Why exactly?
Why isn't he? Is the question.
No, the thing from Twitch. So he came out with this statement saying that they're racist because.
He's right though.
Well, yeah, there's many examples. And also, bro, dude, I'm happy he's calling out Twitch because it's already been exposed. It's many things have been exposed about Twitch where the people who run the platform and help run it are basically like a bunch of, let you tell it moment, but a bunch of nerdy dudes who are just like, cucks. And basically there's like a bunch of shit that a guy streamer will do on Twitch and he will get banned for a month. A girl will do the same thing and she'll get like, a 3-hour ban.
And why are they racist?
Well, I don't know about that, but like it's been exposed that a bunch of Twitch staff members have had relationships with the girl Twitch streamers and they give them like, more lenient rules because they basically get to fuck them or like be simps to them and shit like that. It's like that platform is run by a bunch
they're
of
sexist.
There's a lot of racial shit too, like where like a lot of the shit that Kai is doing, like they're kind of not just overlooking it.
Yes,
like a lot of that shit, and then like
they're racist against white people.
No, Kai is black.
Yes,
I'm not talking about Aiden.
What you mean they're overlooking it?
The shit that he's doing, the accomplishments that he's doing, the Twitch, the platform, they're not paying attention to it.
Okay.
Shit like that. Like I don't know the full details of it.
I thought you meant Kai can do what he wants, but other people can't.
No, Kai can't. He black.
Got you. Okay.
The other people.
I forgot who it was, but there was this other streamer, like a black guy who streams on Twitch as well, and I forgot what he said.
Gideon.
No, it wasn't. Gideon's banned.
Was
he's banned as well. But this other dude, he said he had done something that a bunch of other people have done, but he got permanently banned for it. And he's just like, bro, the only difference here is the fact that I'm black. You know what I mean? That's the only difference.
Welcome to America.
It's kind of crazy. So what does Aiden Ross say right here?
Fake snakes that love and are smiling that I'm banned. I'm happy I'm banned too, bro. I got the fuck out. Twitch is racist, bro. And not towards me in general, they're racist as fuck, bro. They're racist. And they're very prejudiced and biased. It's so obvious, bro. And people just they'll brush it off like it's this. They'll get on their hands and knees and suck dick and basically say, you're right, Twitch, you're right, and basically bend their back over for them. When without Twitch's creators, they're nothing. And it's facts. I want to see all these motherfuckers get equity and a crazy fucking deal who deserve this fucking shit, bro. It's selling out to stay on Twitch. Do you understand? They can ban you for anything. I just got banned for nothing. They can ban you for anything. Why is that a thing? Why? It's hilarious.
They banned, it's like this thing is a little debatable, but Ice got banned because one of his viewers swatted him. And he's like, bro, that wasn't even my fault. Yes, he was like being a little bit dumb by showing where he was, all that stuff. And there's theories that he did it by purpose. I don't think so. But he got swatted by one of his viewers and he got permanently banned. You know what I mean? Like forever.
And that's gay.
And it's like, there's so many examples of them just like doing super crazy, unfair shit. And obviously, it seems like Aiden Ross is a little bit he's not a little bit, he's very upset here because even though Ice got unfairly banned from Twitch for a while, I think he's over it now. But for a while, he was really trying to get back on the platform because you make so much more money as a streamer. Because on Twitch, the streaming like platform, it just it's so much more fluid. People know how to add bits. People know how to subscribe. People know how to like gift out subscriptions. It's like the streaming community there is so much more stronger. Everyone knows how everything works. You know, and YouTube it's like a little bit more different. It's like newer, and people are just like kind of getting hip to it. But like on Twitch, it's already like this whole thing where he's probably gonna lose so much money that he's moving on to Kick, but he's still gonna remain a millionaire and still make tons of money.
When the fuck did Kick start a streaming service?
Okay, so there's a streamer called Trainwrecks, and he was on Twitch as well, right? And he was a gambling streamer, and he was having his issues with Twitch, where he's also I think he said that he has like 300 million, he's like worth 350 million or some shit like that through his gambling streams, but he's made a ton of money through his gambling streams, and he said, "Fuck Twitch, I'm starting my own streaming platform called Kick." And so that's Trainwreck's platform. And honestly, when he first started
it, don't still Kick and.
Because that's what I'm like. I remember Kick being like a messenger, messaging
Kick
app.
Is already an app.
When like during AIM.
Maybe
it's spelled different.
Maybe he's working with them or something like that.
Because KIK?
KICK.
No, it was the messenger was KIK.
It was KIK back in the day.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, they sound real familiar.
When he first came out with that announcement, though, I really was thinking like we've seen a bunch of other creators make their own platforms already. I forgot what their names are already, but we've already seen this happen 3-4 times, and it's always unsuccessful. And when I saw Trainwrecks did this with Kick, I was like, I don't know who's really gonna go there, who's gonna take the pay cut just to go stream there. You've had Aiden Ross. The other dude that I was talking about, he got kicked off Twitch. He streams on Kick now. A bunch of people, actually. I could think of like, I can't think of it, but there's probably at least 10 big name streamers who have moved to Kick permanently at this point. So there's a chance Kick might actually become like, a big streaming platform that everyone knows about.
And they need to give somebody like a Aiden Ross some stake in it. Because if he bringing all these people over there. But shout out to Aiden Ross for being bold and brave enough to speak out against Twitch, knowing that, like how y'all said, because I don't know none of this stuff, but if y'all saying that people have been aware of this like racist stuff happening.
Now, Twitch is incredibly biased.
Yeah, that's good that he's, talking about it. I do remember us talking before about there were things that if he did it, he would get like a strike or something, but there are women on there who were like, damn near streaming naked.
Yeah, exactly. We were just
every
saying
day
that
they be out
like,
there with their titties out playing games, but not even really playing the video game. Really just their titties out sitting in jacuzzis and shit.
Bro, there was
doing crazy shit.
There was a girl who like threw her dog. There was a girl who like gave vodka to her cats. There was
what?
Yeah, there's like so many girls that have done so much stupid fucked up shit, and they got like a day ban. Which if like Aiden Ross had done any of those things, he would have been gone for a month, if not forever.
Why aren't streamers taking advantage of the YouTube Live?
Because YouTube Live honestly is good. They're working on it, but it's still trash. They just included being able to gift memberships. They just included like a little bit more mod privileges. It's like the Twitch chat and the Twitch streaming experience is 100% better. Yes, it's way more advanced. It's like YouTube has so much money, and bro, YouTube made a promise like I think 3 years ago already, saying we're gonna focus on YouTube Live, and they've made very little progress in this 3 years.
And Twitch has just like made everything about their streaming content, whereas YouTube offers so much more with like the video on demands and YouTube Shorts, and like they have a lot of YouTube gaming. You know what I mean? They've made all these other initiatives to like.
That's true.
Outside of just live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can tell y'all who about to take advantage of this. Twitter. Anytime one platform is down bad or something, Twitter come and be like, all right, I got y'all, we're gonna offer the service over here.
I know, for everyone just starts
because actually Twitter did used to have a live feature.
They used to
Telescope?
let you go through Periscope.
Periscope.
Would you say Telescope?
Back in the
Telescope,
day.
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, that was cool.
Periscope. I used to have like 3 viewers on that motherfucker, but I remember when it first came out, like 2016. I used to be on Periscope all the time, but it was like a side app. Like you had to download the app, and they had some type of weird connection where it would allow you to post it directly onto your
I don't
Twitter.
like when I gotta go use another app.
Exactly. Nobody want to go use a sister app that fuck with this one app, so I got to stream here and then it connects and it go here. That's too much work. Just put it there.
You know what's crazy?
I fuck with Aiden Ross because he said that he's nothing without black culture. From that moment, he had me.
Yeah,
he got me.
Hey, free
I'm a
Aiden
fan.
Ross.
Free Aiden. The moment, because I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw Aiden Ross, I thought he was a black dude. On some real
Really?
shit.
He does get
I thought he
light
was
skin.
mixed because he used to always had the beanie on. He got the beard shaved up. He like his name Chad and all his homies is black type style. Like he get that type of vibe. But once they said it was like, nah, he Jewish. I'm like, for real?
He is
The nigga
like-
named Aiden. And then if you pull up a picture of this nigga with a beanie, he look like his mama white and his daddy could be black. You feel me? No cap.
He
When
is
I first
kind of
seen
a-
I'm like, this nigga look like he could be mixed. You feel me?
Yeah.
I know a lot of light skinned ass half niggas who look like him. I'm not half shit. Both my parents black, but I know some half pull up with a beanie when he has a hat on. Come on, bro. That nigga look like he could be mixed.
I guess.
I didn't see the like. I didn't see like the color of his beard. Like man, he looked like his mama could be white.
He
and
looked
his
like
dad could-
Austin Rivers.
You feel me? He looked like, man, that look like he could be a Curry. Look, if what's his name could be is black, he could pass for one.
Blake
What's his
Griffin?
name? The nigga who in jail? Blake Griffin too. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Who's in jail?
The nigga who's in jail from Romania.
Oh,
Tate?
Thank you. The
He
Tate
black?
brothers are black. Yes.
They are?
They are half black. The
What?
Tate brothers' father are
I did
black.
not. Oh wait, you're right.
Their dad is black.
How did
Now,
I?
If the Tate
Bruh,
brothers
How do I forget that?
Oh, now
could
it all
pass
makes
for
sense.
black, look at him.
So
bro.
they niggas.
That nigga dad from Chicago. He black as hell.
No, there's photos of him.
He black as hell. I'm telling
bro,
you. I know
forgot-
he is.
Damn,
I
you're
done watched
right.
hella Andrew Tate documentaries and shit. Like little side documentaries on why the nigga banned and all that type of shit. His
Dude,
dad
that's
black.
that's funny because I
Look
knew,
at him right there.
Yeah.
That's his dad.
I
Black
look
as
like
hell.
Drake Daddy.
Thank you. His dad
I
black.
knew that, but I never really thought like Andrew Tate's half black.
And he looked like
That's
he
crazy.
could be Aiden Ross' big brother or something.
Low key. Well, he is Aiden Ross's
feel
big
me?
brother right now. Actually,
I'm just saying, but now once Aiden Ross said, you feel me, he ain't nothing without the culture, I respect it.
Yeah.
He got my kudos. Free
Oh,
that
that's
man.
him as a baby?
oh look, might
Uh-huh.
be.
See?
Yeah.
Told you.
Before
Andrew Tate had black. Y'all didn't know that?
before the Bugatti.
Look
That
at him.
says chest servant?
Look at him. Yeah, his dad is like a crazy, famous and good chess player.
Yeah, he's like one of the best.
Yeah,
I
one of
thought
the best.
chess was like
ever.
extinct. My daddy loves chess.
He's a smart man.
Can I see that lighter again? Sorry. Oh yeah, I was gonna say Aiden Ross is kind of crashing out though because I forgot what he said, but the owner of Kick, Trainwrecks, they were having a conversation on stream together, and Aiden Ross was like saying some shit where Trainwrecks is already known to be like pushing the boundaries and having like kind of crazy takes sometimes, but even Trainwrecks was like, oh shit, like he didn't even know how to respond to some of the stuff that Aiden Ross was saying. Like I feel like Aiden Ross really might be not as educated as he's portraying. You know what I mean? Like I thought he was capping, but I think it's no cap.
You really think he dumb,
He is.
You think so?
Well, he's smart
You
in
don't
other
think
ways. He's a
just
fucking
young
millionaire
and
at 22.
Intentionally misspelling things. Is it the spelling that really bothers you?
It's not the spelling,
I purposely misspell
know.
shit all the time. Like
I've
weird.
noticed. Yeah.
I purposely misspell weird. I purposely misspell peace. Like I put the I in front of the E on purpose. Like I switch that all the time. I don't know. I'll just do it on purpose. Like I misspell shit on purpose.
I'm not the smartest person in the world either, so I'm no one to call him out. What's the next topic?
I'm a great reader and speller, but
don't
I spell shit on
misspell
purpose.
stuff, but
when we're texting, I'm
Yeah,
finna misspell
definitely.
this shit on purpose. We
But
texting.
I probably like when I misspell shit, it's just because I'm just writing, I just like don't have a care, or maybe it's somebody talking to me while I'm, and I'm just moving fast and shit.
Yeah.
But I definitely am guilty of mispronouncing shit. I mispronounce people's names.
Definitely.
I'm a
Gina
walking
is
verbal
definitely
typo.
good to mispronounce.
There's
it.
like
I will-
hella simple words that he
look,
can't pronounce. Though.
We just did the all women cipher, and I literally kept
Slaughtered
saying
everybody's name,
yes,
of course.
and
That's
I
some
know
Gina
these
shit.
people.
but those are names.
Slaughtering their names.
But if you tell me, it's not like you're reading a name and you get it wrong. If you tell me
Yuri.
my name is Yuri and I'm saying Yori, it's like.
Flacco does that to me every day. He says Yori.
But see, that's like.
Do you think Smack does
thing.
it intentionally too? I've never heard
No.
Smack say somebody's name right.
I don't think Smack says it I don't think that's intentional.
Shark.
Nah, that's not intentional. I think that's just Smack.
Pop Lord.
Nah.
Pop Lord is crazy.
I fuck with Smack. Doesn't Smack have like a learning disability or something like that?
No, well,
What?
He does, but it's every single name. It's just slightly off.
Yeah, because I don't see
It's
Smack
funny,
as
though.
acting, and he's not slow either. That's a really
No,
smart dude. So
but just like
gives
you're
me
saying-
Is that like a
lo-
term of
like
endearment
maybe a
for
learning
him
disability
where
or
he's
something,
like,
'cause
I'm
he's
a
really
call-
smart.
But I feel like just like you're saying how you don't care that you might misspell something in text because you're like, bro, it's just a text. You know what I mean? I feel like he has the same thing where he's like, as he's talking to you, he's like, okay, I might have missaid your name, but the point is this. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's not the point of your name. It's like, the point is what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, he's more focused on what you're trying to say, I feel like, than, or I don't know. It is funny, though, how he does that every time.
Do y'all realize, though, when we do misspell shit in text, we're leaving it up to the other person to just, like, fully interpret what we're saying? Because you misspell one thing in text, and it can automatically take y'all whole conversation out of context.
Well, they
That's
have to,
facts.
like, you have to have a relationship with each other.
I think
they
text
know.
can be taken out of context in any form, shape, or matter. That's why I always tell niggas, like, bro, don't text me, like, if we got a problem on God. Because,
Call
like,
me.
anything could be misinterpreted through a text. Like, we got to talk in person. No cap.
Do you guys, when you do notice a typo from the other person, like, do you go pull up the keyboard and be like, okay, this letter is next to this? That's why they said that?
My brain
no.
usually do it for me. Like, as soon as I see the word, my brain usually fix it for me. Like, oh, I know what that word's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You might not even notice
right,
it's
right.
misspelled. You just read it, and then you're like, oh, shit, that was this word instead of that.
Or you just ignore that part of it and see if you can figure out the rest of the message.
Use context clues.
Have you guys
Exactly.
ever saw that? It's like a mind game. I always see it on Twitter, but it'll give you a full paragraph misspelled, and basically it says like, it's basically challenging how your brain works, and like you basically look at it and you read it, but you read it the right way, but all of the letters are jumbled up.
No, exactly. Oh, that's why it's like illusions work on people, is because like our brains, like we think we see reality as reality itself, but our brain is trying to make sense of reality based off our memories and based off what we've seen before, you know? So that's why when you see like a certain weird structure, like an illusion structure, your brain's trying to make sense of it. And that's why you see these like weird little images. You don't see it as the way it is, because like your brain's just always trying to make sense of the world around it, you know?
He got to stop smoking.
Me or him?
I learned a lot of that shit when I took like philosophy too, and like you could definitely go down this rabbit hole of like, if you believe in that like your brain can't process things it doesn't know, that imagine like the original Native Americans who saw boats coming.
I say that all the time.
What the fuck is a
I
Exactly.
say that all
Yeah.
the time. I said, bro, do you know
boat?
how I would feel?
There was like this whole idea that they didn't even see them. They couldn't because they had never seen anything like
Oh,
this.
no, they would see it, but they probably wouldn't register it as like the way we, you know, it's like,
Nah,
how
bro.
do you register?
I would register that as a god.
Exactly.
Just some niggas pull up. First of all, I ain't never seen a horse. I ain't never seen metal. They just pulled up in metal conquistador suits, nigga,
Yeah.
and big ass ships. I'll be like, bro, nigga.
Wait, so they're trying to say that these things didn't happen to them?
No, they're saying that
No,
they did.
it's
Look,
just like if you
gotta
have
realize
no
if you
understanding of what these
picture
things
this,
are
Gina.
beforehand.
You never seen a boat. You've never seen metal. You've lived on the island your whole life. You got to skirt your titties out. You just been living on the island your whole life.
Yeah.
And you go to the shore and you see a fucking ship and niggas bounce out with metal armor. How do you interpret that? You've never seen it.
Dude, I forgot what which YouTuber
Same
it
way I
was.
feel about mermaids.
But there was this YouTuber I saw where he does like
she
traveling videos, and he went to this like village in like Africa or whatever. Like these people like live off the land and shit. And like a bunch of the kids were scared of him, and he was like asking like, oh, his translator, like, what's going on? Like, why are they running away from me? And he said like that the kids told the translator that they thought he was a ghost because they never seen a white person before. And it's
What?
like Josh is saying, it's like you never
facts.
seen a thing, you never seen a specific thing
Have
before in
you
your
ever
life, so
seen
you
how
try to
they treat
interpret
black
it.
people in rural places in like Korea and like Japan? Obviously not a lot. Where like it's this black girl, she's mixed with like black and like Japanese or something. She's really tall. She's like 6 feet, and she's like vlogs her living temporarily, and I think it's Korea. And when she went, like they was just like touching her hair, like they just kept like rubbing her face to see if it was paint. 'Cause they never
Wow.
saw black people before.
Yeah.
Like they thought it was paint. They thought it was like charcoal or clay or something like on her skin. They were trying to figure it out.
Bro,
They
you-
thought she was a UFO?
Yeah,
Yo,
they
you
thought
know
she
what-
was something.
You know what's crazy that I recently found out about? I think Justin Wang made a video about this, but in China, there's a thing called human zoos, where in China they've never
Sounds
seen.
racist.
It's crazy, bro. Where
Sound racist.
It literally is where they have like
There's niggas in it.
No, well, the video that Justin Wang made about was about white people, where they have like there's like a place in
not
China
like
where they have a
I didn't
zoo
like that.
where there's like they've never seen like Europeans or like white people before, where they have literally white people that have jobs where they get paid to sit there and have like Chinese people pass by them and like look at
Yeah,
them.
now you know how I feel to be a nigga every day.
I mean, but what's the difference from them and like a stripper who's standing in the cage though at the whole club? and dance.
Well, I think I forgot.
Because it's not about ass. It's about what is that.
We got. I have to rewatch the Justin
That's a
Wayne
little
video.
racist.
But
It's
I
different when
think-
it's like, damn, she got ass. Then what the fuck is that?
I think they put on suits
feel
and
me?
shit too. I think they put on suits. Are you looking it up, Josh?
Yeah.
Do you see anything?
There's a couple things called reverse zoos,
Racist.
but that's where the animals are out.
Look up search Justin Wayne human zoo.
Where is this at?
Justin Wayne does a lot of comedy.
He
Dumbass. This nigga
Justin
urinating.
Wayne, Justin Wayne does not.
Wait,
Justin
I'm
Wayne does
trolling.
not make.
Talking about that
no,
shit.
Justin Wayne does not do whole. He does creepy pastas, but he doesn't do like full on
What
trolls.
the fuck is a creepy pasta?
It means
Did you
like it's like
see-
hypothetical crazy stories you find on the internet. You know.
Okay,
So they call
so
it
you didn't see
creepypasta?
this. You just heard
Yeah.
him talking
What
about
the fuck you be at home watching?
Yuri.
Bro,
You didn't see this. You just heard him talking about it.
creepy pasta,
wait,
my
hold on,
nigga.
what?
You didn't see the zoo. You just heard him talking about it.
Well, I know. I think
You
I
ain't see
watched.
the zoo.
I think I watched his video about it, and
So
like
you
he,
never
he,
saw
didn't
the zoo.
see
You
it.
just
he-
heard
I
him
think he
talking
included
about it.
clips and pictures and shit like that.
I gotta see this.
It might not even. It was
Hey, you sounding a little gullible right now, my boy.
You sound like
just
kinda
because
gullible
Josh
right
said
now,
that
my
Justin
boy.
Wayne is known to be a
Yuri.
comedian.
You starting to
Nah,
sound like
that
me
dude
with,
put a
with
big
mermaids.
question mark on it, nigga. Like if I tell you I just got some super history knowledge from Dave Chappelle, nigga.
Yeah.
They gonna be like, you know that nigga be telling jokes and shit, right? Like
That's
what?
like when Cat Williams said all them celebrities was doing powder in his face.
Shit.
They probably
I believe
was.
That. I believe that. That
Throwing
wasn't a
powder?
good one. That wasn't a good one. He was a smoker. He was a smoker talking about other people doing smoker drugs.
But he
Hell
said he
yeah.
seen Professor Oglevee getting hit.
He is not. I believe it. Professor Oakley, hey, that used to be fire, man. What is that? The Parkers?
The Parkers.
The Parkers was the shit.
See, this is the only thing I found, Yuri, so far.
See, cap, nigga.
Bruh.
He just
all right,
trolled
all right.
you,
No,
dude.
no. Okay, I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find.
This is where they swap with the animals, where the humans are in cages and the animals are allowed to roam free.
Whoa, that's
Can
trippy.
I see what that look like though?
That's fire.
That seems.
That's how it's supposed to be.
we
So
That's fire.
they just look like they on a fucking TMZ Hollywood
Bro.
tour.
Give them their freedom because man, zoos is jail, bro. That shit not cool.
I'm
No, that's
Give
not
them-
the same thing.
Yes, it is.
These people get to
Zoos
come
are
and
jail.
go.
Zoos are jail.
These
I
people,
can-
but
I
these
can-
people
I'm not
get
talking
to
about the people.
they
I'm
get
talking
to
about
come
the
and go.
animals.
They not standing in the freaking cages the whole
I'm
for
talking
8
about the
hours.
animals for zoos.
This-
That's jail.
This
But
is
there's
a
gates.
Hollywood TMZ tour.
But there, yeah, you could see gates all around the mountains and stuff like that.
They're technically still in cage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they're
just
in
drive
cages.
through them. They get more space. I guess that's good.
Zoos is jail, my nigga. Freedom animals.
Bro, what the fuck? I would not do that.
I'm not pro zoo.
That shit is sad as fuck.
Not
Josh,
just
you
it's sad,
pro
but
zoo?
that
Even the Sea World and shit.
that seems incredibly
It's
dangerous.
a gray line.
You pro zoo?
Yeah, I've
That's
been to a lot
jail,
of
nigga.
zoos.
I've been to a lot of zoos.
I've been
too.
to a lot of
You ever been to
zoos.
jail?
And yeah, these animals are totally depressed.
you
but
ever been to jail.
if you ever been to then there's conservation centers where the animals are
different.
injured and you're like, okay, and then a lot of times the zoos have these animals that can't necessarily be put back into the wild.
But also
I
sometimes
get it, but still, but then these niggas be born.
and how
in
often do you get to
zoos.
see an elephant?
Man, that don't.
that's true.
This that white man mentality. It's like I get it. You're stuck in a cage.
I would
your whole
love
life,
to
Wait,
but
so
go-
I
tell me
get
what
to
you
see
think
it.
about
Dude, I would love to go to
How we
Asia
take-
and
fucked up.
No, but
Africa
al- but
and
also-
see an elephant in its natural habitat. But if there's a elephant that's already here who can't be put back in the wild,
But you're supporting it being in
But
prison.
then you letting him have kids, and then now his kids is entrapped, and then now you
Well,
just
they have
started.
they have
But
like
what
now
you
laws
just
think
against
started
about
a
how we
whole-
Yeah,
take
you can only
dogs away
keep
from their
them.
family?
I mean, that's fucked up too.
But
But,
they-
that's different though. Like dogs don't even know that this their cousin. Like they'll fuck their daughter. These elephants know that this is their kids. They know that they are trapped. These are very intelligent animals. Why do you think dolphins be killing themselves early? A lot of these animals check out early because they realize they are stuck in cages, nigga. I am not pro zoo, nigga.
No,
That
Y'all
shit
believe
jail.
that-
I'm anti-zoo as
animals-
well. I'm anti-zoo as well. But I have to say that
It's a
sometimes
gray area.
sometimes people move
Nah,
in.
Josh, that's some white man shit, bro. That's
Yo,
not
I
cool.
wanna
no,
see
no,
that
hey, no,
That's
but
not cool, bro.
Almighty, on the conservative tip, people move into certain areas, right? We chop down trees, we put down roads, and then we misplace a bunch of animals that literally would die if we
Yeah,
did
it's
not
all fucked up.
if we did not make a little enclosure to make sure that they were able a
conservation
conservation
area.
center
What
where
you
they
need
could
to
survive.
do is fuck that little enclosure. Give them miles in space to roam to where they can't even realize
you
that
destroyed
they're
everything.
trapped.
You built a church.
People
you
are
built-
living there
Stop
now.
destroying
Shops
it.
are there.
The fuck?
No, but okay.
population.
And you see, Almighty, that is an argument that's
You hear
no
you
one, no
motherfuckers?
one's ever
Like,
gonna.
yeah, it's okay.
it's
Just
not
chop
a-
down all the trees.
No,
Fuck it. That
no,
shit
it's a
cool.
little too
no one's
we
saying
needed
it-
them all.
What
Get the
I'm saying
fuck
is it's
outta
like
here.
too
No
late.
one's saying it's
That
okay.
shit sounds crazy.
Yo, Almighty, no one's saying it's okay, but look around you.
Man, nigga, fuck them
Everything's
zoos.
there's
Nigga, free them animals,
there's a
dog.
McDonald's on
You
in
niggas
every single
fucked up.
state, bro. It's
You
over.
niggas ain't never been to jail, nigga. Freedom zoos, bro. That shit weird.
I
Free
agree.
them tigers, free them lions,
free
my
them,
nigga.
but it's already
that
too
shit
late.
weird. Nah,
Free-
it ain't too late.
free Simba, free
stop
Scar.
building fucking malls, nigga, and places to park your cars and build some trees and let these fucking
Build
animals
some
roam,
trees.
nigga. No cap, nigga. This shit is crazy.
How do you build a tree?
Man, look, you plant it, nigga. What are you talking about? Build some wildlife places for these animals, nigga.
No, I-
no
Can
we
cap.
look up the origin?
Putting them in little ass cells and shit for your amusement, Josh, because you want to see an elephant.
Josh, can we look
That
up?
shit weird.
Josh is the devil, bro.
Can we
Man,
look up
that
like
shit weird.
the origin of zoos? Because where did that even come from? Where we like just collecting animals and putting them in
White people, same
I
thing
think
how
like
they
the
collected
Romans
us.
That
used to
shit-
do.
that-
Same thing how they collected us and put us in fucking museums
I
and
think
shit.
like all ancient people
That
used to
shit's thousands
collect
of years old.
That's what they
beasts
do.
and-
You probably can't even.
White people did that to us. You don't know about the black lady with all the ass and they put her in the museum so all the black people could see.
Those are two separate.
So all the white people could see? Yes. I forgot her name.
What
What's
up?
the deal?
Yo,
finna find it.
Hogwarts legend over here. I've been tapping into this. Yo, that was me.
More low. But that was you.
Yeah, you're like, that's not Yuri. I was like, that is me.
I did not think it was you.
No,
No, you
but-
know they be making like everybody's.
No, I know.
Yeah,
No, that's
how
my
far are
new
you?
Where'd
channel.
T-Rail go?
I did 3 hours the other day. I'm gonna go play that shit today too.
He walked out already.
T-Rail, you over here?
I'll be tapping in.
Sarah Bartman. There we go. Sarah Bartman.
That's who started zoos.
No, 2 centuries ago, Sarah Bartman died after years in a European freak show where but because she was a black lady with hella ass, they just put her in like a cage and let everybody see it every day, like nigga, human zoo.
That's fucked up.
Freedom fucking lions, nigga.
1480 BC. Sorry, Josh.
No
for-
cap.
Far
for
back
using
as they
BC.
go.
Egypt queen.
We can't even use BC anymore. What is the correct?
What you mean
Before
we can't?
Christ?
use
BCE.
BCE
Yeah,
no
because
more?
because
BCE, same shit though.
Yeah,
No.
What's BCE?
before Common Era.
Yeah,
common era. There you
for
go.
for people who don't want to say before Christ.
Yeah,
This is some new shit.
yeah, it is.
Nah, they've been saying
Maybe like 30
BCE
years,
for a
50
while.
years.
Oh,
It's been a
really?
while.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
niggas need to pick up some books,
Did,
man.
did they was this a rumor that I heard? Did they really remove under God, one nation under God from the Pledge of Allegiance?
Oh, they probably removed everything.
I mean, one school might have, but I'm pretty sure that it's still there. My kids had to say the pledge, and they still.
It was
say
some white people who invented Zeus. Oh, queen. All right.
Egyptian queen.
And an Egyptian queen. She was black. I give it to her. But the first
was a
modern zoo,
nigga?
the first modern zoo though was.
So she was the first person to monetize it.
But I bet you it wasn't like them little ass cages.
Look at
No,
the
it was
painting.
it was
now.
rich French people.
literally
who,
look
like,
at the
gathered these
painting.
things.
Rich French people. Look at that.
Bro, that's
That's not Egypt, bro. Get hip, Yuri. Look at the outfits.
Okay.
Them is French people.
Look at
Don't
them
play with us
outfits.
like nigga. Those are French people. Fuck
Bruh.
out of here. He tried to
Oui,
play
oui.
like them was Egyptians. Nigga, look at
Look at those hieroglyphics.
Come on, nigga. Look at them outfits.
Okay,
Those
but
are
is
rich
them
white
monkeys up
people.
there or niggas?
Them is us. This is racist, bro.
Those are
Free them niggas, man.
chimpanzees.
That shit
and-
weird. Free us, man.
all right.
That shit
Freedom
weird.
boys.
I'm sorry for throwing
Come
us
on,
down
bro.
this giant rabbit
Nah,
hole.
but
of,
it was really American human zoos up until like the 20th century, though.
that's fucked up.
No cap. I got an article right here.
Is that the same thing as a sideshow though?
Nah, nigga, they in cages.
Or a sideshow is-
Nah, but
sometimes
like
they're in
sideshow,
cages.
once the show go off, supposedly they're supposed to be able to go to their cabin, sleep and all of that shit. Nah, these niggas in cages like 24 hours. Humans.
They're fully in
like
prison.
small pygmy people. You feel me? Like the
I
do
need to
you know
see
what a
what this look
pygmy
like.
is?
Yeah.
A pygmy kind of like I ain't
You
gonna
ever
do
see like
you.
Oompa
I ain't gonna
Loompas?
do you. They like 3 feet. You
Oompa
feel
Loompas.
Yeah, like
You was
little
finna say I'm
Oompa Loompa.
short?
Yeah.
Imagine
but they
how
like
many-
in the
Y'all
cages
really think I'm
though.
short?
You was kind of little.
No.
Imagine
you're
how
not
many
that short.
little
You're
people
over
were
5 feet.
imprisoned in cages.
It might look like.
Oh, here she go. But yeah, like nigga, 20 million people in a 1904 Royal Fair in St. Louis, bro, where they put so-called savages
St.
from
Louis.
African, Asias, and Americans and put them in display, nigga, in the 19th and 20th century. Come on, bro, that's the 1900s. And Josh talking about, well, I gotta watch the elephant. Man, that
I ain't
shit
talking about
weird.
people. I'm
But
talking
I
about
want to see
elephants.
what
It's
it
the
looks
equivalent.
like.
That elephant smart as hell.
I wanna
that
see what
elephant know
people
he been
look
in
like.
the cage.
Almighty, what are you doing to stop
What can I
expansion.
do?
And that's what I'm saying.
just
What
a
can
nigga
we
who-
do?
That's not the point.
What can we do?
You cannot
But
go
you're
to
just
the zoo.
complaining about it,
No,
though.
not go to the zoo. That's what you can do.
these
But what
ele-
if you
but
have
these
kids that
elephants are
wanna
already
see an
there,
elephant?
and
So what?
We want to make sure
nigga?
this elephant
Watch
can
that
get
shit online.
the food and
Fuck
medicine
what you talking
that they
about,
need.
nigga? He trying to get on me because I'm getting on you about liking animals in cages. You
I don't
niggas weak.
like
We know that
animals.
these
I'll
are
put my dog
wild
in a
animals,
cage,
they're
nigga.
bougie animals that will never be out in the wild.
My dog sleeps
It's a
in a
different
kennel
type
and
of
he
animal.
loves it. He
I
loves
bet he
sleeping.
do, but no elephant don't want to be in no fucking cage.
That's true.
Nigga.
I don't support elephants in cages.
Nah, you do. You just
Oh
tried to
my
get on me
God.
talking
No.
about what I'm doing.
I've never
No,
seen
what
an
I'm
elephant
doing
in
to
a
free the
small
elephants.
No,
cage,
because
which I
what
do
you
know
doing?
no, because
exists.
What you doing to free the elephants,
No, you were
nigga?
telling Josh and I like, oh, you guys support
Nah, you
destroying
just said
trees
you
and all that stuff.
anti-zoo, so nigga, what you doing?
Nothing. The
All
same
right
thing.
then.
Same thing you're doing.
I'm doing something. Not going to zoos. You be going to zoos.
Rarely.
That part, rarely. You be going, nigga.
If your
I don't be
daughter
going.
wanted to go to a zoo, it's out.
We can go to the aquarium.
How is that any different?
Nah, I'm just saying though. On some real shit though, look.
we go
Look,
to the
nah,
aquarium.
I'm just playing. On some real shit, like, look, as a kid, you can go, right? But like once you
And
get
it's
to a
not
certain
me
age,
who likes
no,
these
once you get
things.
to a certain age, like you know what I'm saying, you sit her down and be like, look, my nigga, them elephants is prisoners. You don't want to endorse this prisoner mentality.
That's a good like philosophy. To
You
take.
feel
Okay,
me? So of course, as a kid, so you can see shit. You know, you building neurons and shit,
'Cause
seeing new
a
shit.
lot of kids
That's
are-
cool.
a lot
but
of
once
kids
you get
are-
to teenage
yeah.
years, my nigga, you sit them down and be like, we're not endorsing these.
Can we do a
elephants
poll in the
cages,
chat? Let's
bro.
see if people are for or
Are you
against
letting
zoos.
Are you letting your daughter believe in Santa?
No, hell no.
The Tooth Fairy?
Fuck no. I'm not letting my daughter believe some big white man with a beard drop down in a fucking chimney and bring her presents, nigga. I work hard for these
Tooth
presents.
Fairy?
No. I work hard for all this shit.
Damn.
What do you mean?
I don't got
My
kids
mama
right
probably
now.
do. I'm not one of those. You feel me? My mom probably, you know what I'm saying? My mom do the little tooth fairy shit with her. But Santa, we don't do that. That's a white man. We're not letting some white man drop in my chimney and take claim for all the hard work the whole family did all year to put these presents on this table. That's not what we doing.
I don't got kids yet, so I'm gonna let my kids believe in it though. I'm gonna just let the kids at school tell them it ain't real.
Nah, that's not cool. So
'Cause I
then,
don't wanna- I want
you
them
gonna
to
be
have
working
an
hard as fuck for
imagination.
them presents, and you're gonna be mad when your kid don't give you no gratitude. She's like, you didn't give me these gifts, Santa did.
This is what my mama used to do. So they would put some gifts would be from Santa, and then some gifts would be from mommy, and some gifts would be from daddy.
The lame ones would be
I
from
ain't doing
Santa.
none of that shit.
The
There's no
toothpaste,
random
the
white
toothpaste would be
man
from
It was
Santa
usually
gifts.
the biggest one, like in my Barbie dream house, like that was from Santa. But all the other little shit, like the
So the
Barbie,
white
But
man
somehow
could
mom and
afford
dad
all
got
this
all
shit,
the
but
cars
you
and
can't.
the things that went with it.
that go with it. Yeah,
But
that's from
Santa
mommy
got you
and
the
daddy.
big gift. Yeah.
That's discrediting me. That means
But
the white
I-
man could afford this shit and not good.
But I thought that just meant that Santa really fuck with my mom and my daddy, like they
Nah,
in good.
that means
like,
your daddy broke and Santa got it. That's fucked up.
Because this, my parents also, like at night, they would put the cookies in the milk out, and when I would come back, it would literally be like eight and halfway a little bit. So I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, and I've even
That's
asked.
cute.
I've
Wait,
even
Josh,
asked before.
Josh, you ever have that with your kids where like you get them some expensive ass gift that you're so proud of, and your kid just like, see a dad, I'm gonna go play with this gift that Santa got me. You're like, oh, come on, like, bro.
Yeah, but then with the holidays and everything, my kids celebrate Hanukkah, Christmas, and it's my oldest birthday on New Year. So there's just a period of them getting
And they celebrate Christmas too?
Yeah, so they just get so much shit.
You
They're
can't
way
tell
too
them like,
spoiled.
hey guys, you can't be Christian and Jewish.
They don't really remember where the gifts come from.
They're just
some
hyped.
gifts came from Santa, some gifts came from Nana, some gifts came from Uncle Adam, some gifts came from
yeah.
And when you
us.
grow up, it all makes sense. It's like, oh, so all
now
that
that
shit came
they're
from you.
older, I make sure that like we get them like one big gift for that time period, and we
Yeah.
make sure that they know it's from us.
It's so funny because like,
Like we got them Switches this year,
that's fire.
Yeah.
Like even with me and
How
my
old are they?
nieces and my
9 and 7.
and like Riley's nieces and shit. Like in her family, there's like all these like little kids, like younger boys and shit. And I've noticed this trend as well when we're getting people gifts. If you're like 20 plus, we'll get you a sweater, a pair of pants, or something like that. But if you're a kid, I'll probably get you a Switch game or a controller. Like the kids always get the better gifts just because like. I don't know what it is inside of like older people. You just want to like kind of hook up the kids. You know what I mean? Like,
What the poll saying? Are they for or against?
Dude, I was not expecting this. So, are you pro zoo? 20% yes, 37% no, 42% it's a wobbler.
You
people
put it
just
for
like
wobbling,
saying
Josh?
that.
Well, it's iffy. It's
Nah, bro, that shit not cool. Like, look,
if your kids are into it and you're
I
doing
get
it for them.
But once they get to a certain age, you got to sit their ass down and tell them this shit not cool.
But right now they're into it.
That's cool. My kid is too. But once she get to a certain age, I'm gonna tell her this shit is out.
But they're also into like watching the YouTube videos where they're out in the wild, actually like observing them, and they can tell there's a huge
It's the
difference.
Them niggas
between
in there
what these
sleep,
animals-
depressed, they on drugs.
Yeah, they get it.
Them niggas not even, man. Them animals be high as fuck. Have you ever seen a lion broad day? This nigga, he look drowsy and shit. They be high as fuck, putting drugs in these motherfucking animals and shit, bro. Nah, that shit not cool, my nigga. That shit does not cool. I am not pro zoo,
Dude,
bro.
again, it's just a big zoo, but
And it's worse for dolphins and them water creatures. They're really smart.
Is it true
I
that they
rewatched
rape
Blackfish
the,
this
Smart.
weekend too.
that they
and I
rape
just
the
remembered.
the instructors?
I don't know if they
mean,
if that's like a regular thing.
Not
but
like
it's happening.
physically raping
happened.
them, but like hurting them and like
No,
dragging them under the water. and stuff
there's
like that.
there's a guy called
Yes,
Hank
yes.
Hill.
They've been killed. Yeah.
Hank Hill was raped by a dolphin.
Gina, watch Blackfish.
Hell yeah.
That's on Netflix, right?
No, it's on Prime. It's gonna be
Those
gone
are
or Hulu. I was just watching it this weekend.
Extremely intelligent creatures. They talk
And
to
horny,
each other.
and horny.
Facts. They're really smart. They talk to each other like, and you just got this nigga in this little water bowl. They hate life. They
And
be killing themselves.
Then you have like especially that one dude Tillicum, who is like a dude, and he's around just females. And traditionally in the wild, the males are like kept out, and the mothers are super territorial. So they're just beating the shit out of this one dude all night. Like they mentally fucked this fish up.
Oh my god. No, yeah, zoos and SeaWorld and all that stuff is fucking terrible. I honestly I'm with
is,
Almighty on this. I'm never going to another zoo
That's
or
right.
aquarium ever again. And
I've
if my
never been.
kid in the
I
future
bet-
asks me to go to a zoo, I'm gonna flick him or her off and be like,
Man, look,
you
get him an Oculus.
support elephants in
Get
cages.
them an Oculus, put the little headset on them. You feel me?
there you
Drop
go.
their ass in the YouTube safari. Tell their ass look around and they're in the wild.
For real. There you go.
Your niece wants to go right now. You're buying the tickets and you're going.
She's getting a giant bird to the face.
Get her an Oculus
Get her an Oculus.
and tell her to close her eyes. No cap. Get her an Oculus. You feel me? Play some safari music in the back. She there. She don't even need to go. You feel me? She could touch the dolphin right now. You feel me?
Well, let's get into the next.
No,
topic.
honestly, no. Almighty has a good point where it's like with kids, like a lot of kids are ignorantly bliss. You know what I mean? Like where it's just like you have to explain to them, like yo, I know you think everything's all fun and everything, but like the elephants right here, like us paying money to do this will cause an elephant 30 years from now to go through the same fate. If we don't do this and someone else doesn't do this, this might be the last elephant that has to go through this.
But again, there's an argument that a lot of research is done under these conditions as well that they're able to use to understand the animals to better treat them in the wild. So yes, there are a few in captivity. It also guarantees population goes
Yeah.
on, and it's a wobbler.
I know.
Nah.
It
It be some populations of animals that are more in zoos than they are in the wild.
Oh, 100%.
And that's
because
ass.
because the world has like changed so much, and we've taken over like their resources and their habitats to a place where they can't survive.
But also that's not in the long term. I feel like that's not a good answer at all, because it's like if we're just keeping them just to keep the population alive. If we get the population back to good numbers and release them, they're not going to have any skills of like living in the wild anymore. We've been feeding them kibble and water every day. They know exactly where to go to get kibble and water. They never had to fight for anything. You know what I mean? It's like at a certain point, you release an animal to the wild, it's just going to die because it's never lived in the wild. You know what I mean? Like it's only lived in captivity.
Has there ever been a movement to get zoos shut
Hell
down?
yeah.
If
Steve-O.
you've ever been to
I mean,
a
other than,
zoo,
like,
there are protesters outside of the
Like,
zoo.
not PETA. Is it PETA?
PETA.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Steve-O fucking climbed the crane.
Anytime there was a while where circuses had like elephants and stuff, and anytime you go to a circus, there'd be
See,
like,
the circus is
picketer-
real torture.
Yeah, they're all different levels of it. The circus is way worse, but it's still on the same idea that Almighty said, where you have these animals in cages, locked up.
I'm down to protest.
Yeah.
I'm down to protest.
We should honestly.
Free the elephant.
Why hasn't this been like a part of like one of the propositions or anything? Has it before?
People don't give a fuck.
People don't give a fuck about animals because, again, it's resources. Where are you going to put these animals? How are you going to afford to take care of them? You're going to
Send
take
them
away
back.
space that you're looking to
And
develop
niggas
and
building
create.
malls.
They can take them. They can
buildings,
literally put them back
economies.
in their natural habitat. And
there's
put
not much.
some apartment buildings on
Well,
top of them.
Gina, I'm not sure if it's
don't
real
think
or
they
not,
can.
but I saw this post talking about how like we're gonna start paying for the welfare of the Ukrainian people, and it's just like our money and our is so mismanaged. It's so terribly fucking placed that
No,
like
that's where I was when we were trying to find a freaking clip that Biden has said that.
yeah, it's our
It's
dude.
real.
Yeah, it's real. It's
And
well,
supposedly that has something to do with the taxes this year being so low.
bro, it's like the way our money is managed is fucking ridiculous, dude. And it's like the common folk, we're just too busy with our personal lives to even like look deeply into it to complain about it. But it's just like, bro, our tax dollars and everything is all being incredibly mismanaged. The last thing they care about is elephants.
Right, but you're also part of the common population that's maybe too busy, but not going to vote for the people who are making these decisions.
I believe well, you know my stance on voting. That's why.
Oh, why? That its elections are rigged?
Well, I just don't think that my vote will do anything. It's
It
like
depends.
if there was a vote,
At the local level,
if it's
you're
city and local votes, it matters.
And
but
those
if
are things
it's
that will
presidential campaigns, no.
And,
but
like,
if it's
yeah.
local shit, it definitely counts.
And it's the local things that are going to affect you first and most.
Yeah.
Local votes, that shit matters for sure. But presidential campaigns and shit, you're not a part of the fucking electoral and all that shit, so it don't fucking matter.
And these are the decision makers, and you do have the ability to choose them.
in the
Yeah,
past
city
5
votes,
years that you've been
definitely.
living in this new area for yourself, Josh, have you been participating in the local votes?
Yeah, and I look at the results too, and sometimes these results come down to 500 votes, 450 votes, and it's
Wow.
like that's a pretty like your vote definitely matters in
in
these
that
slimmer
part,
margins.
definitely.
Well, elephants in the chat if y'all want to free them folks
Man,
out the
free them
slammer.
fucking elephants,
Elephants
my
in the
nigga.
chat.
Elephants
ZK.
in the chat. Let me see some
ZK.
lions in the chat, some fishes,
We smoking all zoo owners'
some
deads.
dolphins.
You ever swam with dolphins?
No, thank God.
I have a phobia of large bodies of water.
Interesting.
You drowned before?
I've been done. You know Jesse Owens.
Oh my
I
god!
was-
They threw you in the water and you was scared.
Oh my
You-
God!
you
I
can't
walked
swim?
in. No, I can't
That's
swim.
why niggas. I could swim
So I took.
like a fish.
I went to a private school before what is it like second grade, and we had swimming classes. So I learned how to swim and everything. But something happened at Jesse Owens where that motherfuckers picked me up and dunked me under that water, and my top came off. I mean, I was 11 years old. I didn't have no titties, but my top came off. My mouth was open under the water. I almost fucking I did have a panic attack.
That's
Jeez.
insane. I've never drowned because I've always known how to swim. My mom taught me how to swim hella early.
Oh, look at the animals in the chat.
Let's go.
Ah,
That
free the
part.
boys.
That part, nigga.
Free the animals.
Free the fucking animals, nigga.
No, I'm scared of water too. I
No
feel you
cap.
there.
I'm scared of heights. I'm not scared of water.
You don't know how to swim, Yuri?
No, I can swim. It's just that like I just try to avoid water. No, I'm joking. It's
We
a
know.
You should do a
it's
treading
fucking
water
joke.
stream.
Treading water stream, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna get wrinkly at a certain or a raisiny at a certain point. You can only stay in water for so long.
I think you'll be able to stay in longer than you can tread water. I don't think you have to worry about that.
I can tread water for a minute. I feel like $1 a tread.
What the fuck is
$1 a
treading?
minute.
Was treading water?
Like,
So you're
just
just
like-
like out in the deep end, right in the middle.
Just
and
like
you have
holding
to
yourself
stay up.
afloat.
You can't just like be
That shit's
float.
tiring.
Exactly.
That shit is very tiring. Staying
Ooh.
above, that shit is very
Imagine
tiring.
doing it in the ocean too, where there's waves
I'm
hitting
not
you.
with that
I would
shit.
just do the thing where you lay on your back and hold your, fill up your lungs with air and just like float.
I remember watching a video where you can take your jeans off and make them a flotation device.
Oh yeah, good luck doing that in the ocean.
Right. It's probably
You don't
be a
think you
good-
can take your jeans off in the ocean?
Yeah, take your jeans off. You gotta tie one leg, tie the other leg, capture some fucking air, then tie that. It's like, bro, like
You
while
just
you're
made it sound way harder than
Did
it
y'all
had
see
to
the
be.
movie?
You're already out there. It's not like you have anything better.
you're
to
not
do.
in a pool where the water's still. You're in the ocean where like there's like 10-foot wave, bro.
The
Did y'all see the
necessity
movie
to
Just
focus.
Yeah.
where the two people got trapped in the middle of the ocean?
Oh, I saw a couple things recently where people were like have been found in the ocean, I mean, in the sea somewhere.
Oh yeah, just like stranded for weeks.
yeah. Or,
How the
Oh, I just watched a movie where two girls went out to the desert to like climb like the highest
pyramid.
what is the signal tower? One of the like high signal towers, and they were freaking stuck up there because the ladder broke when they were on their way to the freaking top. One of the girls started hallucinating, thinking she saw stuff she didn't see. They had this freaking drone where they was trying to like drive the drone, fly the drone to somebody in the like just down there. A freaking truck hit it. Their phones didn't have no service.
Spoilers.
I don't know the name of them. They're not gonna go see this.
All
They
right.
eventually were rescued. Well, one of the girls.
I
was
think I
rescued.
saw. I think I saw ad for
one
that
died?
movie.
Yeah, the other one died.
She fell.
So she so she's one of them like daredevil type of people. They do the things where the climbing things. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it's called.
Yuri does it too.
You do that?
talking about parkour?
Oh, I used to.
Where they like attach the hook to something and to something
no,
else
I've
and
never
they keep
done
going all
that.
the way up and then they fall down.
Yeah.
Like they do that.
Oh,
That's what the girls. It's not rock climbing, but it's something along the same family.
Rappelling?
I don't know, but
It's not free scaling because there's a rope.
Yeah, I don't know.
the girls wanted to go. Well, one of the girls wanted to go all the way up, and then the other girl had this like crazy freaking phobia because her boyfriend they also did the same thing and he fell off of something. So she really
Shocker.
didn't want to go do it. And the daredevil one who made her, do the whole challenge with her, she freaking falls down. She breaks her leg. She falls on something like another like turf, another level. She breaks her freaking leg, and then birds start coming and chewing her body up.
Man, is that shit a movie?
Yeah, this is a movie
Yes.
she's
I'm
talking about.
like, bro, I'm finna sock the fuck out this bird.
No, it's like big
I
ass
think
hawks.
it's just finna eat my shit. We finna fight, bro.
It was so freaking sad.
Bruh.
And then they
You're like,
had
what?
they found one of those
I'm just
guns.
finna let this bird just feast
No.
on my leg.
They found one of
Fuck
those
outta
guns,
here.
the flare guns. They shot it up, and then there was
Is this a
guy.
Tubi movie?
No,
You lying. This a fucking Tubi movie. I fucking knew it. I knew it. Gina's a terrible liar. All I had to do was look at her and say, is this what she said? No.
Okay,
Lying
last
now.
part. Last
Terrible
part.
liar. This is why, too, because they fucking suck. Why is the
shot-
fuck is the bird just eating the leg and it's just a, what? The cheap ass Tubi movies. That's why. What the fuck?
she shot the flare gun up, and then the guys down there seen her, and they like, help us, help us. He got the binoculars, he could see him. Why they robbed him? They stole their car
Oh my God.
and never came back.
Oh my, bro! Please stop watching Tubi movies, bro.
Bro,
These
you know
Tubi
what's
movies
one of
are
my favorite things is when
trash,
people explain
bro.
movies.
This is crazy. These low budget ass
Am I
daytime
upset?
BET movies.
Am I obsessed with Tubi or what?
Yes. Cause what the fuck was that?
Did you watch my story this weekend?
No. No. I'm like this sound like one of them ghetto ass black movies and not just
No,
called
no.
Tubi.
All jokes aside, it was white people.
Tubi just cheap. They cheap ass Tubi movies.
I don't think I seen it on Tubi.
Man, you cap.
It might have been like Paramount,
Some trash shit.
wherever
Oh
I
my
consume
God.
Scream at.
Here, let me tell you
Alright.
guys about this movie called Forrest Gump. All right, it starts
Nigga,
off. No,
Kodak Black, arrest warrant issues, man. Kodak Black is wanted by cops in Florida. This after he allegedly violated his bail conditions by failing a drug test earlier this month. According to new legal docs, a judge signed off an arrest warrant in Kodak's name Thursday, which just got filed in Broward County yesterday. In the paperwork, it says Kodak is to be taken into custody and any sheriff deputies encounter him. A judge says he was found to have screwed up twice in recent weeks. On February 3rd, the agency he was supposed to report to for random drug tests claimed he was a no-show for a screening and failed to submit a sample that day. The following week, on February 8th, the agency says Kodak did submit a sample, but they allege it came back dirty.
Damn.
Is it more? Scroll down.
Um.
Damn. According to them, he was positive for traces of fentanyl.
Whoa.
Although it's unclear how much. This nigga popping fake perks. There was enough for a judge to tell authorities to go get him. If he's caught, there are additional orders to hold him without bond until his next hearing in this Oxy case from last year. Damn, this nigga got Percocet case on top of Percocet case.
He said he's a gremlin.
This is crazy.
Doesn't
I didn't know
care-
gremlins take perks.
Well, he said, "I don't care if it's fake. I'll pop it." I forget what the bar was, but
What?
Because he a gremlin.
Yeah,
All right.
but also I saw the video that just came out recently of him at like I think in Arizona or somewhere performing, and one of the viewers or the fans was like, "Hey, tell me what classes are you taking?" And as he was like talking about it, he had a double cup in his hand, and I was like, "Damn, like isn't he supposed to be on like parole or probation or some shit like that?"
Well,
Shit.
Mano chokes a YouTuber.
Bro.
Bubba 100. Wait, I
He
gotta
choked
see
Bubba?
this. Bubba 100 times after prank gone wrong. Can
Never,
we
he
see
choked
this?
Bubba.
No way. Mano
Bubba-
like
I ain't gonna lie,
Robbie
them
Boy?
New York YouTubers be doing the most though. Like, have you ever watched it where they be playing their ops in the car and grabbing niggas' shirts and all
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
crazy shit?
Oh, Mano.
Someone just did the
Mano.
prank the other day that we're reacting to where they tried to take someone's luggage outside JFK.
Oh yes,
that was
yes.
Bubba or his
Wasn't
boy,
he
the other
just up
nigga.
here?
Yeah, he
Yes.
was.
I've seen Bubba do this
Scale of
to
1
a
to
bunch
10,
of
He
people.
does this to everybody.
And I was not waiting, but I knew this was gonna happen
Yeah, it was
eventually.
gonna happen one day.
I can borrow your chain.
You want to borrow my chain?
Yeah, let me borrow it. Let me put on your chain so I can see how it feel. I want to see how it feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? To have on the chain.
Now you just chatting. See, I gave you your time. Now you just chatting.
All right, look, quick question, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, right?
How bad would I beat your
How
ass?
badly, right?
Of course.
You think I could like beat your ass? No! I can't borrow your chain.
Yeah, you niggas need to quit playing. Quit playing.
A
Mano,
YouTuber did this to me, and I just told him I keep blower.
Mano ain't no nigga to play with like that.
That is funny.
And wait,
That's
also,
Mano.
yeah, and he an old nigga. You know, like
He a-
younger niggas, we play like that.
and also look at the chain, dude. Like, go back. That's one of his, like, people usually have chains like that for a deceased family member. You know what I mean? Like one of those things with the photo and the thing around it.
right.
So it's like, bro, that's hella fucked up to be like, yo, let me see that. It's like, what? It's like, what are you talking about, bro?
You can only pull this type of shit on people who are familiar with your content.
Bubba
Yeah.
knew this was gonna happen though. Look at how he's looking. Look at how Bubba's looking at him. He knew. He knew.
And Mano was already fed up before he even said that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie though, Bubba, like he like a funny ass nigga. I guarantee he wasn't mad. He probably knew that shit was gonna happen. Not the nigga choked him.
Look at these guys not even reacting though.
They don't give a fuck.
They knew that was gonna happen.
Start it over, Josh. I gotta see this one more time.
Are those Mano's homies probably all around him?
Definitely. We can't hear it.
Chain so I can see how it
But
feel.
that's
I
the
wanna
thing,
see
ain't
how it
nobody
feel. Like, you know what I'm
laughing.
saying? To have on the
See,
chain.
now you just chatting. See, I gave you your time. Now you just chatting.
All
He
right,
gave
look,
him a warning
right?
when he went right
On a
there.
scale
That
of
was
1
his
to 10,
warning.
Yeah.
right?
Oh my god, my shoulder's
How
so sore.
badly,
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
right? You think I could like beat your ass? No!
Bro.
Borrow your chain.
He didn't even let him finish the sentence. He didn't
already-
even let him
I feel like he
finish.
knew.
Don't
He knew it,
fucking
yeah,
play
he knew
with
it
me.
was-
Like
Do not
he
play
knew.
with
He knew it was
Mano.
Seen
coming.
that before. It sounded like he knew. He knew. That's fucked up. Especially if he knew, like, bro, you know this kid is just trolling, bro.
You think Mano knew?
Man, he didn't even let him finish.
Yeah, he knew something stupid was
he
coming.
knew.
He probably didn't know exactly what he was gonna say, but he knew something really dumb was coming, and he's like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and see if he doesn't say it, and then he said it, and he was like ready to do that. Where's Mano from again?
New York, I believe.
Oh wow, okay.
And he's like an older nigga, bro. You know, older niggas not playing that shit. Now, younger ones, you feel me? You'll have definitely a lot of leeway because we see that happen all the time.
Older niggas don't play none of these
Mano's
internet
definitely from
games
New
or none
York.
of that. Mano is a real nigga.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he a
New
prison nigga too.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a prison nigga. You can't play with prison niggas like that, bro.
Shout out to the lobby.
Old prison niggas, that's just a bad one. He's an old nigga and a prison nigga, and he's an old prison nigga. Nah, that wasn't a good look.
He was like double.
Yeah, that's double.
He
A
was
prison
like-
nigga and an old nigga. Old niggas you don't play with, and prison niggas you don't play with. An old prison nigga you just definitely don't play with. That's just bad, bro.
I'm gonna fuck
It's
you up.
bad. Yeah, that's not a good look. No cap.
All right, so for the next news here, we have Drake admits Lil Wayne rapped his name wrong when they met. Drake admits name was Drizzy Drake Rogers when he rapped it on their collaboration, the 2008 track Ransom. Roger is actually the name of Canada's top internet providers, and Wayne thought it was Drake's last name, seeing they were sending tracks via email. When Ransom dropped, Drake says he realized the error but didn't have the heart to correct him.
Oh my god.
See, I remember that,
I
and I,
remember
thought
that
that
bar.
was just one of those
Yeah.
like Nicki the Ninja, Nicki the Lewinsky,
Weezy F
Nicki
Baby,
the
Drizzy Jake Rogers. You feel me?
uh-huh.
I thought it was just a nickname.
I thought it was another alias. That's
Harmonious
very
Yuri
interesting.
Comcast.
You think Rogers was juiced when this came out? They're like, yes, free promo from
I
Lil
don't think
Wayne.
they knew.
But look
they
at this
didn't know.
though. It's also Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne could get my name wrong anytime he want. I'm not tripping.
That's the thing. He can get anyone's name wrong, and no one's gonna be like, "Oh man, come on, Lil Wayne."
And
Is
you
this-
know how
who's
sometimes
Yuri?
it's cool when
I'ma
like
correct
somebody
that
rename
nigga.
you a little bit, you
I'm
know?
gonna correct that nigga.
But you know sometimes people will rename you
yeah,
like
no, but that
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like a nickname. It didn't sound like he was trying to say his name correctly. Why would he
Right.
really say your government on the song anyway?
Also, isn't that the song where he just raps the alphabet at one point?
Yeah. Yes, that's literally the song where he starts
He
rapping the
gassed.
alphabet.
I know.
It was hard though.
Yeah, he
I
gassed.
remember when
He
that shit
gassed on
came
that
out. That
track.
was the very first Drake song I ever heard.
Same.
Ransom
Was
might be
Ransom.
arguably
That's
people's
like a-
probably like favorite Drake Lil Wayne collab.
Yes.
Because it was the first one too. The
Then
first
you
one
got
that we
My
heard at
Darling
least.
Baby. They got hella like, you know, after that. So yeah. I'm not tripping. If I'm Drake, I'm not tripping.
Facts.
That's funny that like Drake with how big he is now, even like that this comes out where he was like you think that if he was on his level now, he would have probably corrected him. He would have been like yo, it's not Rogers, but back in the day he was like too scared to say it, which is it's funny. I feel like a lot of people can relate with that,
You know what I thought was interesting too, that he's just now saying this.
Facts.
I know.
Because I feel like we
later.
would have been, like with another artist or something like
Maybe
that.
somebody asked him about it or something.
It was from that interview he recently
With
just
Yachty?
did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same
Honestly,
interview.
somebody probably asked him about it.
Yeah. He's talking about retiring and all that stuff.
I think he capped.
Yeah.
doing the Tom
Dude,
Brady.
so many
Drake
people.
is not allowed.
That nigga's doing the Tom Brady.
What's his name? Logic. I was just thinking about this the other day. Logic
Drake
like
cannot retire.
Logic like 2-3 years ago said, "I'm retiring. I'm becoming a full-time streamer."
Nah,
And
Logic
he's-
should retire.
He's dropping a new album.
Logic should retire though. We don't want to hear that shit.
All right, and no one believed that he was gonna stay retired.
Yeah. Can I see your lighter again?
Let's go down to this next one. This was like
Thank you.
booming on the internet over the weekend.
I seen
Michael
that
B.
shit.
Jordan took the opportunity to troll an interviewer who previously called him corny on the podcast. Let's watch that clip.
I did not see this.
Got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name.
Vashti
But
comment.
yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. How is the difference between?
The corny kid.
Isn't this the sexiest man show off right here? Who's the sexiest man? Because now who's the sexiest man? Because I thought you said you're on the way up. He might be the one right now.
This is the one. This is the one right here. Yeah, let's see that.
Is it a tie?
Ain't no tie. We don't compete. Yeah, we don't compete.
Two number ones.
Let's play the
That-
audio from when she actually said it.
They're just trying to make her interview as
No,
hard
it's
as
on
possible.
it's on the script.
I love when celebrities do that to like I don't know, like media where
Why
they're
the
like
fuck you keep doing that?
where they're
They
like
might have deleted it.
they're like, dude, I know what you said about me. I'm not gonna give you a normal interview. I'm gonna make your life as hard as possible right now.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's fucking hilarious.
Why the fuck does it keep doing that?
Because they probably deleted it.
Nah, it's right there. If it deleted it, it would
It wouldn't have popped up.
Yeah, I don't think it would have popped up at all. See?
It just keeps going away. Might be
It's
Maybe start a new
malfunctioning.
tab.
Might be
Maybe it's malfunctioning or something.
it might be Instagram on desktop. Doesn't always run the best.
It's raining, man. Hallelujah. It's raining, man.
It's raining again.
Yeah, it's been raining and shit. It's raining all
Bro.
You don't
day.
hear it?
Yo, hella water is going through my window seals, bro. Like I had to put hella towels. It was a
Bro,
it was
you're,
a
my
where the
shit
fuck
show.
do you
entire
live? It's
house
not like
right
you in the
now.
trenches, bro. You don't have electricity. It's water going through your shit.
I
Nigga,
think-
you in the project?
That's what make me
Kinda.
not want to be
Have you
a
been to my
homeowner.
place?
No.
No, I rent, but
You in the
still,
project?
there's
Kinda.
water
That's
coming in
wild.
right now. The boys' room, like I just found out, there's water coming in the living room this weekend.
Bro,
That's
and-
crazy.
and
It's
you
a
know,
house.
you know what it is? It's like LA houses. They expect
not built for this
They
shit.
expect a little drizzle. They don't expect every 4 years for it to be like this. Shit. Yeah,
So we don't got a new link?
it's not built for weather like that. But dude, I do feel it makes me, it's like, it's nice to suffer with other people instead of suffering by yourself. Cause like on Instagram, I see that hella other people are going through the same shit. Josh just said,
Misery loves company.
yeah, misery loves company. Josh said his house is getting flooded. I saw Brian Arnett's house window seal is like getting flooded too. His power went out. I'm
Like it.
I
Like it.
I could have been in an aquarium swimming with the fishes, but
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
deleted.
Instagram is tripping.
It's Instagram for
But
sure.
It worked for a
these
second.
type of situations, I feel like people have to remember. You never forget how somebody makes you feel,
Ever.
or something that. Oh, she didn't say it. So why did she admit to saying anything?
No, she said it was something that they were saying at school, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she said we used to call him corny for bringing his headshots or something. Right?
Yeah, no, she did. She did say that it was misquoted, but that's when on the carpet. If I read the little shit correctly, she said they used to make fun of him because his headshots. He used to bring headshots in because his name was
Yeah,
Michael
so
Jordan.
she admitted to cloning him.
Yeah,
But it says like, right, if
But you clown me though.
if you read the rest of the thing, it says like, moreover, the new audio actually shows that the podcast host somewhat defended the actor and director.
Oh,
yeah we gotta
L'Oreal
get the
defended him?
audio. We definitely got to.
So it was probably
out.
like an out of context thing that he just saw, you know. And then honestly, it's like, dude, we have this going on here with the chat. You know what I mean? Like the chat will send Almighty a little clip of maybe Gina. Like for 1 second saying "Almighty corny," and then like they'll be like, "Yo,
they did that all weekend to
Gina
me.
called you corny," and like you watch the whole clip, and like it's not even that at all. You know what I mean? Like, and they probably every celebrity probably gets this with everyone.
That's different
The
though. She
chat-
went to school with this nigga.
The
Oh,
chat did.
really?
I mean, not
Yeah,
the
this
chat.
is a childhood friend, nigga. This not just
Oh.
a Twitter quote. Nigga, she went to school with this nigga.
Fans was
That's
doing that
funny.
shit all
Childhood.
weekend to me, and I'm just deleting, hiding they
Man, blocking.
It's like
I'm
they'll
really
literally
deep down
create some
inside.
shit that
I
don't
think
even
that
exist.
Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
You know what's so crazy? I went to school with Michael B. Jordan at a point in life, and we went to Chad Science together in Newark. And to be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. And back then, that was like in the hood. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him, like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at him.
And now
you know?
look at him. He got
Now
that
look at
Black
him.
Panther money.
Well, yeah, I didn't exactly.
Well, yeah, she didn't call him corny, but I
Nah,
still
the
remember
other
that.
lady called him
she-
corny.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
remember that you teased me when we were in school.
Facts. Regardless, the point.
Regardless,
that,
yeah.
Yeah, facts. You was teasing me.
He was wrong right there, but he probably just, just automatically just fell away because they
Mm-hmm.
went to school together and she teased him.
Yeah, he's in your school. You teasing him?
Michael B. Jordan?
Someone's bringing headshots to school.
No, I
They
wasn't-
have
I wasn't
no
that kid.
success
If
whatsoever.
one of my homies
I
was
wasn't
bringing
that
his
kid.
headshots,
You
to
wouldn't have
school,
made fun of him?
Nah, I wasn't
that
kid.
kid.
Because I was the
And his
nigga
name
pulling
was
out my
Michael
phone
Jordan.
rapping. I was the nigga pulling
No.
out my phone rapping.
Well,
I
yeah.
couldn't make fun of nobody.
Really, Almighty. If in my
I
school,
wasn't no bully.
If we're not bullies, but if one of my homies came to school with headshots, I'd be like, bro.
But if there was somebody
because
named,
look,
what
my
I do
mom
remember-
took me to some shit before to try to do some. So I wasn't one of those. Like I would have been hip. Like, oh, you trying to make some money? Like
But
you feel
why
me?
bring
Because
it
I
to
was already
school?
hip. You feel me?
But why bring it to school?
Right. It's just a flex at school. You're not
Exactly.
handing that out to anybody.
Yeah, you're
But
just like, oh, these are my headshots.
You
But
might have got
that's
made
something
fun
that
of if you
kids
put
have
out some
to-
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
That's a lesson kids
Not
have to
some
learn though,
headshots.
because you just don't know where somebody is going to be in the next 30 years. Because I remember all the niggas that was cool and all the females was on them and they was popular and shit. Them niggas is ass right now.
That's facts.
The females and
The
everything,
Facebook
like
famous
them motherfuckers
niggas?
ass.
Honestly,
The
yeah.
Facebook famous
Yeah,
niggas and
bro,
Facebook
you
famous
never
bitches.
forget how
they're
somebody
bums.
make you feel. Like it's been when I was a usher at Staples Center and all them celebrities coming through during them award shows and stuff like that. It was so many freaking celebrities who was treating me like I was the fucking help, like I was they fucking workers and shit like that. It was actually a publicist one time. She cussed me the fuck out. So the fire marshal had shut down the red carpet at one point, and we wasn't able to let nobody through. This publicist who I ran into recently, she cussed me the fuck out. Like talked to me like I was just the fucking scum of the earth. Now she want me to help her get her artist on No Jumper. So like you
Not
just,
happening.
You can't. You literally you just can't like the way somebody make you feel. You will always fucking remember that shit for the rest of your
I
life.
said
Like,
that shit on Instagram the other day. Treat people on your way up how you want to be treated on your way down.
Mm-hmm.
No cap, people will remember this shit, and people always remember the first time they met you. Just
Yeah.
because you don't remember when you met them, they will remember when they met you, and they gonna remember how you treated them.
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah,
for sure.
100%.
What else we got?
Shit.
Dwayne Wade's daughter. Alrighty, according to new legal docs, a LA County judge signed off on a new legal identity for Dwayne Wade's transgender 15-year-old daughter. Dwayne's child is now legally Zaya Malachi, Wade. Zaya Wade, and the judge also ruled in favor of her officially changing her gender from male to female.
Did you guys see Gabrielle Union's speech on the NAACP
I didn't.
awards this weekend?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think we should be letting kids chop off their genitals.
I was going to say I 100% agree with Almighty's take. I forgot what news stream it was, but it was the news stream where you were talking about how like, dude, we were talking about this the other day. How we until like 25, does the part of your brain that
not even
has
developed.
common sense that can make decisions, you know, like with the whole thought process thought out, doesn't fully develop until you're 25, and to allow kids to change their name, okay, whatever. To allow kids at 15 to take chemicals to either prohibit puberty or to even alter their hormones in any way, I think is not okay and should not be allowed.
You
Yeah.
can't
You're
even
far
buy,
too-
you
far
can't
too
even
young.
go to the gas. You can't even go to a club. You can't even go walk
rent
and
a
buy some
car.
cigarettes. You can't rent a car. You can't do nothing. You can't even live on your own without your parents signing off. And you can cut your genitals off.
The way
think
I
that's
was raised
insane.
when I was a kid, like you just wasn't able to do anything that was a permanent change to you.
You can't get
Like, remember,
tattoos? Yeah.
I got
piercings, tattoos. My mama
tattoos,
wasn't for none of that.
piercings, dyeing your hair.
Because
Like
they used to tell me you're gonna regret it later.
Exactly.
You're a
I did.
kid right now. You're gonna. I guarantee.
I regret
if my
every-
mama let me get all the tattoos that I wanted to get
my first
when I was
tattoo,
15,
regret it.
bro. There's no
Regret it.
way.
Didn't you get your tattoo like hella young?
15.
15.
I didn't.
And you regret it, right?
I regret it
And
right
now,
now.
and now, how old are you? Well, okay, you're much older, right?
20,
then-
sexy, seductive, and sophisticated.
You're much
Oh
older
my
than
God.
50. You're much older than 15 now, and then now you're looking at
20.
that tattoo. You're like, damn, like it was. I understand the mind state I was in when I did it, but now I can see that it was the wrong decision. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like you gotta allow people to like think shit out, and it's like, especially nowadays, it's like. And the whole thing about the judge has granted her thing, bro. When you're rich, you can get a judge, you can get doctors to give you
Facts.
perks, you can get drugs prescribed, you can get. Look at Michael Jackson, bro. Look at the shit he was, had fucking going for himself. Like you can, when you're rich, you can get anything approved. It doesn't matter. It's like they don't really care if it's right or not. It's like you got the money, you got the bread, it's like you got the connections. It's like they're gonna approve anything you ask of them. Yeah, I think it's kind of insane. But then also, I thought about this as well as like just like. This is a 15-year-old person that I feel like all of America is probably, a lot of America is like giving their opinions about. It's like, bro, this is a 15-year-old person. At the end of the day, I feel like we should just stay out of it.
Because that's the other side to it too, is that the topic is so sensitive because we're talking about somebody who essentially wants to be comfortable in their own skin.
And it's
that's the
their
other part.
decision that you just happen to disagree with.
Yeah.
At 15.
It's a decision that them and their family feels differently than you. And
Yeah.
like you said, this is a family that does have the resources, that has been seen by all the doctors necessary to know that this isn't a quick, botched thing that they are going to regret down the line. And they've been pretty open about this for a while. And like you said,
You don't know if
yes,
it's not going to be regretted down the line.
You don't
Speaking
know
of
those
that-
things, but they talk. The reason these decisions are made at an earlier age are because of the hormones and how hard it is to make the reversal when they do make
Yeah.
that decision.
I just seen
So
somebody
it's
coming
not
out.
the best, but it's also them trying to find this rock in a hard place of at what point are they in the right mind to make it, and at what point is it the best time if we're going to do this to make that decision.
Dude,
That's why all in all, even though like
to
if you
physically
don't
recover
if
from
you
it.
don't agree with it, like who are we to tell somebody else how to raise their own kids?
Thank you. At 16,
Like,
I knew I was a
people should
stoner.
just-
I get that.
Let 16-years-olds smoke weed, bro.
If you
Look,
think
look,
If you
look,
know
look,
you're
look, look.
if you know you're a stoner, if you know you
Do
like
y'all
to sip,
remember-
if you
I
know you
remember
like to pop
parents-
perks and sip lean, let them do it.
I
dude.
remember going to school with people who were having babies and we were in 8th grade or even in freaking high school. And
That's
they parents-
life-changing forever,
Their
yeah.
their parents was cool with them having boys over and having sex and stuff like that. And it was like,
That's
even if you
crazy.
think about those parents who say, well, I'd rather you smoke weed at home because you're going to do it anyway, you know? So
I've seen that a
that's
lot.
why I just feel like we should just let people raise their kids the way, if it does not affect me, then why do I
Yeah,
give a
that's
fuck?
that's what I was saying. It's like a
I
15-year-old
don't think
person.
we gotta give a fuck, but if somebody slide it across my desk, I'm gonna give my opinion. And I think personally, like, you feel me, when you 15, like we've been saying, your thought process isn't always there. And it was just like in August, somebody just came out and sued their psychiatrist for approving the gender transition after one meeting.
I thought that was so funny.
Approved
Right.
it.
Not everyone goes through the process of determining if this is the right situation.
This is what I'm saying. And then even when they
Sued
do,
them?
yes, sue them, because even when they do go through the due processes and they get signed off on, they still have regrets later sometimes.
Wait, so I'm suing you because
You allowed
told
me.
me
Yes,
that
that
what
it was
I
okay.
thought, what thought process I came up with
Yes.
was correct.
Yes. There's actually there's a lot of documentaries that have to do with the amount of people that regret it and also the suicide rate. But the suicide rate can do with the stigma on it, the bullying that happens, and all the other stuff. You know, there's a lot of studies, and it's all developing nowadays. Still, it's
Well,
like,
didn't I vaguely remember maybe last year or the year before that Bruce Jenner wanted to do a reversal.
Oh, really? But
Is that correct? Vashti, you would know better than
I know the person I'm talking about. She got it when
Bruce
she was
Jenner wanted to
19,
reverse?
and now she 31, and she want to reverse it.
wow.
What?
She was a teenager when she did it, and now she wants to reverse it. I'm just saying, to each their fucking own, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at him. I'm not like you. Why would you?
Did you
to
guys
each their
see-
own?
No,
but you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying-
Clip of Trump saying that if he's back in office, he'll take the funding.
Yeah. Oh,
From
we'll
the
see.
doctors who,
presidents always promise shit when they're getting elected. Who knows if that's
Especially
really gonna
Trump.
happen.
That nigga just says the wild shit.
Yeah, but
Nah, I didn't see that though.
it's like, dude, you have to like. I feel like if that's the rule, if that's what we're going by now, is that a 15-year-old can tell us like, this is what I want. You know, we should go with this life-changing process. Then allow kids to smoke and drink at younger ages. Allow kids to, you know, basically do anything, whatever. Everything's on the table at this point, right? You're allowed to completely alter your
Basically.
biology. Why can't
Yeah.
you smoke a little weed? Why can't you drink a little lean? You know, why can't you do this? Why can't you smoke a cigarette? It's like,
Well, imagine
everything- in
being
my
able
opinion,
to-
everything should be on the table then.
Imagine being able to alter your reality, but you can't get an abortion in
That,
certain states.
that's the other thing as well, is like, yeah, bro. Yeah, it just, rules are, I mean, a lot of shit is just fucking crazy and bananas. But yeah, like you were saying, I feel like just talking about it, I feel rude and weird because it's a 15-year-old person. And I feel like we're not the only ones talking about it. There's gonna be so many other media companies and publications just talking about this 15-year-old person that realistically is a person just like you and me who wants to go out, go to Ralph's, go to the park and do stuff,
And be
now
comfortable in their own skin.
be comfortable in the, you know, the world they live in, exactly. And now they're gonna have everyone double looking at them. Oh yes, I was gonna say there was another alternate angle where he's like holding him down longer.
That's
Let me
crazy.
see.
This the alternate angle of Mano holding Bubs down like for a longer period of time. Like that should look kind of crazy, bro.
I saw
Maybe it
that
wasn't
too.
staged.
No, this shit real. We
Hell
gotta pull
no,
this up, Josh.
I never thought it was
You gotta get
staged.
the other angle, huh? Oh, she already got it in the thread. That look crazy.
He like put him against the table or something.
Don't fuck with Mano.
I know, for real, bro. Mano is like double the size of Bubba.
Facts. Man, Mano a prison nigga.
Oh, here we go.
That's insane.
Don't play with me. But if I'm Bubba's homie, what am I doing?
Nothing. You're not gonna do shit, man. No, them niggas finna beat the fuck out
Oh
you.
my God.
And it's like, yo, boys out here playing with people. You can't be mad when people react
Yeah.
when you're playing with people.
Yeah.
But y'all telling me y'all don't think Bubba eventually was like, I know that the time is going to come where I'm going to play with the wrong motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what he do.
Yeah, he knew that
He
was gonna
know,
happen.
He do this every day. Hell fucking yeah.
He's done
he
that
do.
same line to like
Everybody.
I've personally seen like 20 people. You know what I mean?
I hope that he would slow down and know, like, you might, a nigga might pull a blower.
Well, that's already happened.
They know.
What?
It's happened.
I've already seen it where he says, "How badly you think 1 through 10 I beat your ass?" And people will be like, "What?" And they'll just
And pull
like
a gun on him.
instantly pull a gun out. They'll be
He
like,
knows.
"What the
This
fuck?"
what he do.
Yeah.
He not tripping.
He not, okay.
This is what he does.
Well,
he
I
don't
think that's
give a
what
fuck.
he's trying to do. Like the biggest reaction possible is a win for him. For him to
Yeah.
get punched in the face,
He's not mad.
win.
'Cause now
That's
we
his
talk about
goal.
it,
It's
huh?
viral. And now they're gonna go to his page and follow him. That's what he does. He's a YouTuber. He don't rap. This is what he does.
Yeah.
He talk with rappers in their car. Like he'll say, all right, he'll put Tune in them in the car and then go play Treyway.
What?
Shit like that. Like the New York equivalent though. You feel me?
And what do they be?
They go along with it.
'Cause it's a
Sometimes
clout
they'll
move.
get mad, you feel me? But like yeah, sometimes he'll go too far and they get mad, but he do shit like that and just hope it'll go right.
Hope
That's
it'll
what he
go
do.
right.
That
You
shit
feel
is
me?
crazy. And I feel like shit, Mano low-key stalled him because imagine if this was Mano, 20 years ago or
Yeah,
something?
he probably would have beat the break, but times was different then too, though.
Bro,
yeah,
I think
you're right,
Mano
you're
knew
right.
what he was gonna say because before he even finished the sentence, he grabbed him.
He knew it
Yeah.
was bullshit.
He
Was
knew what he
coming.
was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Hey, but you said it earlier.
And ain't no telling what type of day Mano was having.
That
Oh,
too.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
frustrated. I'm irritated.
He already-
you
he already
asking me about my
seemed-
chain.
Yeah.
Like, hold the fuck up. I don't even want to play right now.
He already
Yeah.
seemed like very serious. But Almighty already said it, and I already agree with like, I feel like the dudes from New York are just fucking different, bro. Like this guy's brave as fuck. With a lot of the videos I've seen him do, And like, and just to do this in front of Mano, I'm like, bro, like he is fucking brave. And it seems like it's a joke to him still. You know what I mean? Like he probably was not even like scared. Even for a
no,
second.
he
probably was
didn't
like,
look
he was
scared.
ready to get punched in the face or ready for whatever, you know?
Well, that's No Jumper News.
Let's go.
Thank
Shout
y'all
out to
for tuning
everyone.
in.
We'll see you guys
what's coming
tomorrow.
later on.